too familiar with him, to be honest. I'm not too familiar with the depth chart, but I know a good bit of players. What position he played?
Earl Little played DB.
He must didn't touch the field too much this
Nah, he was I want to say a red shirt freshman.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
this would have been his third year. But dude, the only thing kept him off the field this year, cause when Jalen Key went down, Story was, that's what kept Story off the field at the beginning of the season. He was hurt. Smitty was hurt. Little was that next one up. Him and Amos were the ones they was trying to debate if they was gonna slide Arnold inside. If Little would have never got hurt, Little stays in as star. Arnold and Kool-Aid are your boundary corners. Amos never sees the field. But Little gets hurt.
I remember that not early in the season, in the beginning of the season, because I remember Amos was getting on and off the field.
Right.
Okay. Well, but like you said, with this transfer portal, especially being a team a game away from a national championship, I mean, you just gotta. I don't think any player really getting the boot, but when you evaluating the talent at each position.
What's good, DeMarco? What's good? We got people pulling up on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all dropping likes and make sure y'all share it on Twitter for your boy, man. We all ready to start the conversation tonight, man. We just chilling. We chilling. Ain't nothing formal. Everything's chill. If you want to pull up, I'm about to have the link rolling through in the chat over here on YouTube. Hold on. I'm gonna have everybody introduce themselves. I got a few more people coming in, so y'all give everybody a few minutes to pull up. So everybody involved, love it. We live now. Boom. It should have came up in the locker room that I'm live, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm.
The notification pop up. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, both of them pop up. Let's go. All right, I got to change the kick jump. Okay, that's what I forgot to change. Let me change the kick description. And we just gonna chill, man. I got my little drink. I'm over here sipping. Sipping a little something. Thanking the Lord for another day. Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna chill, y'all. It's gonna be a real chill night, man. We got one viewer over here on Kick already. Let me change this up because we are not playing Call of Duty tonight, just chatting. Most definitely doing that.
That ain't the old app Kick update. That's a new app.
What's that?
That Kick app. That ain't the old Kick, is it?
Nah, it ain't that KIK. It's like a new content creators platform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it ain't that where the little strippers and the hookers be at on there.
Man, I was in middle school, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I was like, man, when folks asked, like, you talking about that Kick? I was like, nah, bro. Got Gil in here. Let's pull Gil in there. Gil, what's good, Brody?
Hey.
What's up, man? Yeah, bro. Welcome to the lounge, bro. Welcome to the lounge, man.
Hey.
We chilling, man. We is chilling in the headset lounge. We is chilling tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
What's good, man? Good to have you on, bro. Let me pull up, make sure I got my chats up. What's up, Brady in here? What's up? Happy New Year, man. Dougie Fresh, what's good? If y'all trying to jump in here, man, I got the invite right here. Let me pull it up right here. It's open forum. We just about to start talking some Bama football in a minute, man. Hold on. Let me get, that's the wrong one. Here go the link right here if you're trying to jump in. I just put it in the YouTube chat. About to put it in the Kick chat also. Be trying to jump in, talk some Bama football, man. Let's go. We're about to start talking right here, right now. And if you're coming through, just drop a like, man. We're gonna stay live for about an hour. We're gonna talk for about an hour. Man, Gil, Coach Gil in here. Got my boy.
Yes, sir. I'm in here.
Hey E, what's your YouTube handle?
Ray, I'm that Ray guy. That was that lurker from a
Okay.
while ago.
Okay. Welcome in, man. We just gonna just talk football, man. And I know a lot of people they've been asking my take on a lot of these transfers, people leaving. You know, Roydell Williams was a big surprise. T. Ferg was a big surprise. Earl Little, definitely a huge surprise for a lot of us Bama fans. Who else, man? Malik Benson, you know, seeing that he had a a low year, seeing him leave after just 1 year, seeing that, you know, he finally might be the primary target with Jalen Milroe's progression and how he's grown this year. It was surprising to see Malik Benson leave. I mean, who was surprising to y'all, man? And Coach Gill, you welcome, man, bro. Go ahead and you take it first, bro. Who's surprising? Yep. I think you muted up. Hey, E, you can go first, bro.
I like your last name. Malik Benson was a little surprising to me, only because I think I think with another year under Jalen's belt, another year under Tommy Reese's belt, and another year under his belt, we a game away. I don't see the reason behind him leaving, quote unquote. I just don't. We got Burton going to the draft,
Yeah.
so that's another primary receiver that's going to leave. That's more targets for you if you step up. I can see him and Isaiah Bond being a 1-2 duo. I just that was a little surprising to see him leave. Definitely on the offensive side.
Facts. And that's why I was thinking, like, you know, I don't know if Holman Wiggins leaving was, had something to do with him making this decision. And then also just, not knowing who the wide receiver coach is going to be, might have had something to do with it. But I still think, you've done enough. He didn't have, of all the receivers, to be fair, not to criticize, but to be fair, he had the most drops of all the receivers. He had 7 drops on the year. The team only had 14 drops all year. 14 drops. So you got 7 of them. You gotta definitely step it up in that area. But to his defense, a lot of passes thrown to Malik Benson were behind, were late, were underthrown. So I think he only had like 34 targets. I don't even think it was that many. I think Malik Benson was like 21 targets this year. So you dropped 7 of those, and it's not a good thing for you. When you're talking about create value for yourself, especially with the hype he came in. So, but
I could definitely see that. I can definitely see that he probably want to go somewhere else and be the main primary target, get fed the ball.
Oh yeah.
And it could be it's probably gonna be for a good program. So he might still feel like he got a chance to go do what he needs to do at that level. So I can understand it from the player
Oh snap!
per se.
We got comments.
But
We got questions in the comments. Go ahead, bro.
oh, you good? I can understand it from the player's perspective. I just think I don't know if this was the best decision for him with what I think is gonna be the case next year. This is all just conjecture. But I definitely do like I can't think of his name right now, number 14. I've seen a good bit of explosive plays from him at A-Day in game. They kind of let him get in his little bit, and we bringing in some pretty highly rated offensive talent coming in with Ryan Williams in that class. So, maybe he just felt like it'll be best for him to go to another program where he knows he's going to be the number 1 target, but we have yet to see that. So
Yeah, and 14. You talking about Jalen Hill, who I believe is just gonna be, if not wide receiver X number 1. He has a great chance of being, that first wide receiver off the bench. With Benson leaving, man, it lets me know that Kobe Prentice, what I saw when they first touched the field together as freshmen, Law, Bonds, Prentice. Even though you don't have the traditional, you remember when everybody criticized Alabama for having Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs was your big receiver out of that group, and he was 6 foot. I mean, just barely 6 foot. 185 maybe max. Your big receiver in that group, Jerry Jeudy, was probably your big receiver, and he was the older, receiver. So I think we got that group, that type of receiving group coming in, and then you add a guy like Rico Scott, 6 foot, 190, 195. Ryan Williams, 6 foot, we gonna get that weight on him. People forget this kid is coming in as a 17-year-old. He gonna get at Bama. That first spring and first fall, I guarantee you Ryan Williams show up kickoff weekend 180, solid 180. I mean, like, I've seen it, bro. I saw them do it. I saw him do it to Smitty. I saw him do it to Smitty. Smitty came to campus. Smitty showed up to Bama at minimum, bro, 150. And they had bro eating them peanut butters. I'm talking about at max he was 150. But when they had kickoff, bro was a solid 165 all the way through up until about his senior year. And when he graduated, he was probably 170, 175. But you got to think, man. Cats like with the frames like Ryan Williams, Rico Scott, Amari Jefferson, and then that Avery of Avon. I can't. What's the kid's name? We flipped him from Texas. Hampton.
Texas A&M?
Nah, we flipped the kid from Texas on signing day. Hampton, Avery Hampton. I think that's his name.
I don't know about him.
But bro, burner, another slot that you could put in the slot. Amari Jefferson, a guy you could put on the perimeter or the slot. It's like we got so much wide receiver talent coming in, and hopefully this year. And I love Milroe, but if he's not providing what's needed in the offensive passing game, meaning utilizing the tight ends, utilizing the quick checkdowns when they're there for the the running backs to become a more consistent threat in the passing game, keeping them multi-dimensional. If he can't take advantage of those opportunities in spring game, and if it's not fluent for him, and Ty Simpson is still presenting a competitive edge, still showing that he has spots where he's better than Jalen, especially in that aspect, I think you got to give the nod to Jalen. There's too much talent coming in, and I think whatever wide receiver coach you got coming in next to coach this team, he's going to lock in 7 receivers that he's going to rotate, and that offense is going to need to be showcased. Tommy Reese has some good play designs. A lot of people, we criticize him for not shaping it to Milroe's strengths, which is not all on Reese, but at the same time it is. What you're working with. Got to go with what you're working with in those moments. But a lot of play designs, man. I like what Tommy Reese did. You have a quarterback like Tua in that type of offense, man. It's just like multiple plays where underthrown deep balls, and we get stopped in the red zone and have to settle for 3. So that's my take on that wide receiver situation, bro. I'm telling you. Hold on, this my question in the chat. He say Dougie Fresh 125 said, do you think Coach Saban was out coached when he deferred in OT? I feel like we should have got the ball first. Michigan had the momentum and scored in the end of the 4th. No, I actually think you put it on your defense to go out there and create the momentum in that type of game. They hadn't done anything explosive on offense the whole game. They got the tip pass by, I think it was Lawson tipped that pass when he threw it across his body. If Lawson doesn't tip that pass, that's an overthrown ball and that's a pick. That kills the momentum of the game there, So it's just a bunch of unfortunate plays that they were able to convert, and a lot of miscommunication on the back end by players you wouldn't expect, especially Kool-Aid, McKinstry. Man, I watched that game. That's probably Kool-Aid's worst game of the season. I'm so serious. You go back and watch the game. That was like, for a player like Kool-Aid, you don't expect the lights to ever be too big, and I feel like the lights were way too bright for him. I don't know why. It's like he was not getting any calls. He wasn't passing off anything. It was like he wasn't engaged, man. He wasn't engaged. And I hate to see that in those big games, man. And hopefully that's that fuel that drives this next class, man. What's your take on that last the overtime situation? You think we should have took the ball, had the offense go out there first?
No, I think we made the right decision. I mean, really, another reason to add on to that, honestly, our offense didn't really have any momentum. I mean, we had, 3 or 4 possessions before that where we had the lead and we didn't score.
Mm-hmm.
So, we already, at least when we defer it, our offense knows we have an extra down. I mean, that's definitely a plus, especially when your offense doesn't really have any momentum going into the overtime. I think it's kind of crucial. Hey, okay, we know what we want. They scored a touchdown. We have 4 downs to get there, and we at the 3-yard line on 4th down. If we defer that, maybe we take the field goal, and who's to say they don't still run it in for a touchdown?
Yeah.
So I think you can. Yeah, I think people can find all types of ways to. But I don't really think it was necessarily out coaching on Saban's, but I think we just didn't execute.
Right.
I don't think the game. I think the game plan was a little mediocre at times, especially in the first half. But I think when you get the lead and you have 3 to 4 possessions, we got to start looking at some of this execution. I mean, point blank and simple.
Facts. Shout out to my guy James Knox in the chat over there on YouTube, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. If you're pulling up right now, we got 7 viewers in the chat. We already got 11 likes on the channel on the live, man. This is big, man. I didn't expect to get at least. I didn't even expect to get 5, bro. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, showing love. If you can, please share the live, man. We're live. This is very informal. If you want to jump in, I can provide the link. Jump into Discord. It's free to jump on Discord. Create your account. Just jump in the waiting room. I'll pull you right on there. As a matter of fact, let me check the waiting room. I have to remember. Hey, and make sure if you sipping a little something, sip a little something. We got Gil Cruz. He pulling him back in. What's up, Gil? Coach Gil, you back in? I think he had timed out last time. But we in here, y'all. If y'all want to pull up, here goes the link right here. Where's the link? Copy. Putting it in the chat right here. I could jump on in here. If you want to. Me? What's up, Gil? Yeah, we can hear you, Brody.
Hey, what's up, Coach? All right, I don't know what happened with my phone. I don't know. But about the transfer guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think Malik Benson's probably going to Florida State. I wasn't shocked that he transferred. Pretty much, I've been saying it for a couple months now, guys that I thought would transfer. He was one of the guys that I put out there I thought would transfer. Roydell, I'm definitely surprised Roydell transferred.
Yeah.
That he went into the transfer portal. I'm shocked about that, being a hometown kid, Town. But the running back room is good, man.
It is time. Excuse me. And this is nothing. I'm the biggest Jace McClellan fan out here. But Jace has been going through the trenches with this team. He has gone through so many phases and changes of this offense and just been the most steady running back we've had. We've never had a turnover problem with Jace McClellan. It's always been an injury that's kept him from being RB1. His sophomore year, Jace McClellan was trending to be RB1. Roydell Williams has always been Roydell, the hard thumper, the guy that can just change the game. And, his early thing was turnovers, not being able to hold on to the ball. And, so to see those guys grow, man, and to get to this point, and they be, in this day and age, they have to be forced to make these decisions because an agent is telling them their value is this and that and the third, man, and it's not really being looked at for their value. That hurts, man. So to see a guy like Roydell go, yeah, that one was a surprise, man. But like you said, with the amount of talent that's sitting behind Jace McClellan and Roydell Williams, there's no way you're keeping Justice Haynes off the field for another year and keeping him on that roster, knowing that his upside is probably, and this is words from Jason Roydell themselves, is when they talk about speaking on Justice and Jam, talking about these guys are going to be probably some of the best ones once they leave here. I mean, nothing but high praise. But you got a guy like Richard Young who hasn't even touched the field yet, and these this guy was he was early before their senior season. He was the higher rated guy out of both of them.
Correct. He was actually, you're correct. He was ranked RB1 in high school for a while, and towards the end, Justin jumped just ahead of him.
Yep.
But yeah, absolutely. See, for me, like I played that position, and when I look at Justice's footwork, even when I look at small clips of his practice footage, his footwork is crazy, man.
Hey, facts there, Dolomite.
Is ridiculous. Like he's RB1. I think everybody in the room knows that, including Jason Roydell. And next year, you can't keep him off the field. He has to be RB1 because he can do all the things for a running back. Like you got your thumpers. Like I always said, Roydell, like 3 years ago, when I seen Roydell and I watched him in high school, you know, just on highlight films and things like that. I said Roydell is the hammer.
Yeah.
You know, so every running back has their thing. You got the quick guy, you got this guy, the guy that can catch out the backfield, multiple styles of running backs. And I think Justice is all of those things. And
that's the thing, bro. You got three backs right now. And I'm talking about with the new signee, what's the kid's name? Kevin Riley?
Daniel
Hill. This Daniel Hill kid.
Daniel Hill's the hammer.
Big guy, but bro, I don't think people are appreciating the value in this guy's hands. Look at how many plays in this. Oh my God. You talking about dumping off? I feel like we're gonna have Najee 2.0 with this kid when in the passing game. and I mean, not as big as Najee right now. Not as big as Najee right now, but we'll get there. And I think he has just as...
He weighed in at 230 pounds at this All-American game.
Wait. What?
That's not good enough.
He weighed in... Well, they said he was 239, but apparently when he weighed in at 235. At 5.
Hold on, let me look this up because I thought the kid was like 220. Yeah. Let me look it up. Yo, and when I watched
it today.
Oh man, because when I watched him, I just immediately thought, you know, that Najee Hill type ceiling. You know what I mean, Najee Harris type ceiling.
Right. Well, I was checking it out all day today, and they said he measured in just under 6 feet tall and 235 pounds.
Dang.
For a high school senior. He's a big boy. That's a truck. I got Eddie Lacy, Trent Richardson feelings.
Yeah.
Hands, except he got good hands.
And that's what I was saying, bro. And he gets out on like even out in open field, man. You expect him to be just dogging cats all the time. In them trenches, he not hesitating to hit the holes. But out there in the open field, he gets real sweet footed out there, real slick footed, and gets the tapping and toe tapping and breaking ankles. I was like, bro, this kid is different, bro. But like you said, Eddie Lacy used to do that to people. You think you about to tackle Eddie Lacy, right? And he hit circle on you real quick.
What you say? Right. You love the people.
Let me check this kid's freaking. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up his highlights.
Yeah, check it out, because today they said 235, just under 6 feet tall.
Let me see. Yeah, this kid, he might grow another inch or two. You know, that's what happened with Bo when he got to Bama. I had the privilege of being on a panel with Bo on a podcast a few times. And he talked about how he showed up to Bama. You know, they always had him listed at 6'3", but he was only like 5'11" when he got to Bama. He said he grew like 3 inches over his freshman year.
Wow.
He said they just changed his diet and stuff, man. He said his body just started responding to all that good nutrition.
Right.
Said he never had a problem eating. And he got to Bama. He said he felt like he used to eat too much. He said he ate good all the time. Yeah, Bo huge, bro. I'm talking about even now. Bo, man.
Then we have Bo Carter and Derrick Henry at the same time.
I don't think so. I think Bo left right before Henry got there.
Okay.
Who?
Wait. Wait.
Bo and Derek were on the team at the same time, and Derek was first.
Hold on. Let me go look.
Bo.
Derek came first. Yep.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Alabama.
I know that 'cause I coached against Big D Henry.
Uh-huh.
So Big D
2012.
Henry came first, and then Bo came after him.
Mm-hmm. Cause Bo got injured his sophomore year and had to share them Damian Harris and Josh Jacobs and them boys started getting them carries with him.
Yes, absolutely.
Man, sometimes you just forget the talent that came through.
Bro, so think about this. So freshman year for Derrick Henry, TJ Yeldon and Kenyon Drake was in front of him, right?
Yep.
And then sophomore year, Yeldon was still there because that's Yeldon's junior year. That's Henry's sophomore year. They basically split because Drake got hurt he was hurt at the beginning of that season. And we had Justin Fowler was like the third running back that year. Justin Fowler, the fullback.
That's a big boy too.
Man, let me tell you.
Nooney's a big boy.
Boy, hey, let me tell you about Noonie. So we did it. I got to sit on a podcast with him on Final Whistle, bro. No, this was the Bama Standard with Noonie. And bro, we got to talking about, some of everything. And I was like, bro, how many kids he got? He was like, bro. He was like, Smook, Coach Smook, I tell you this right here, boy. He was like, if I told you, you probably wouldn't believe me. But I'm going to tell you anyways. And I was like, man, I got 6 kids myself. He was like, oh, then we can relate. Oh, my, bro. The whole stream, bro. It was like kids jumping on his neck, jumping around his head. And he just the most wholesome dude, bro. I'm talking about a wholesome dude. Hey, Chief 18 Wheels, what's good, man? What's good, my boy? In the chat, man. Dolomite in the chat. Dougie Fresh in the chat. Shout out to the Big 12 in the chat, man. Appreciate the 12 likes over there. We got Coach Gill in the room with us. We got my boy E in the chat with us in the room with us. Let me see. I posted the link a second ago. I'm gonna post the link again, and I'm gonna check the waiting room every 5 minutes or so to see if somebody want to jump in. But yeah, definitely Roydell Williams. Roydell Williams transfer was a surprise. I think everybody agreed with that one.
Yeah.
But Gil, he told us about the Malik Benson transfer. Did that make sense to you? Malik Benson leaving especially after Burton declared for the draft. Nobody transferred in right now. I mean,
right. So I just think that he didn't get a lot of targets, and I think he was disappointed. But also, he had a lot of drops. And he sees that we got some good guys coming in this recruiting class, and he probably felt he was behind Bond or maybe Prentice.
Yes, sir.
And I gotta be honest. I think it was a good move for him. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, even though he was basically on the starting line, I think it was a good move for him, and I really think he's probably going to Florida State. That would be my prediction, just my humble opinion.
I was thinking either Florida State or possibly Ole Miss. I see Lane Kiffin making a guy like Malik Benson, because I don't know if y'all remember, Lane Kiffin got to have Robert Foster that senior year. Robert Foster? Yeah, I remember Robert Foster having.
I remember Robert.
If Robert Foster would have had a COVID year to play with Tua, Robert Foster would have been a first round draft pick. And I will put every dollar I've made this month on that. I promise you, Robert Foster was that dude, and even got to the NFL and was going crazy. Minus the injuries, Absolutely. Man. Oh my God, Robert Foster, Cam Sims would have been a dude too. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Alabama has been wide receiver you for the longest, but Jalen Hurts. Shout out to my boy. I appreciate what he did. Jalen Hurts stunted a lot of those receivers' growth, and
right,
and also the early AJ McCarron era. The early AJ McCarron era, those receivers. Yeah, those receivers, if we were more past, 70, 65, 35 pass run, If we was more so that side, man, you would have seen a lot more wide receivers than Amari Cooper, you know, Julio Jones, those guys go first round.
I used to like DeAndre White. I think his name was
DeAndre White.
Yeah, I
Darius Stewart.
Right.
Darius Stewart was my dude, bro. Miro stunt and grow too Smook. Nah, hey Chief, you know what the thing is with Miro? My thing is with Miro right now. These wide receivers had so many drops with Bryce last year. Miro did a lot of protecting the ball this year early on, but also that offensive line. If that offensive line was put together from week 1, I think we see a faster. Miro progressed at a rate that we've never seen before. I think everybody can agree on that. But if that offensive line was put together from week 1, if Jalen Roberts is your right guard, we fixed the snapping issues. Your freshman left tackle is able to suffice, and that be your only weakness, your freshman being your only weakness. If that was a case, I think we see a better progression with Miro. But it was a lot for him to stack up against and to still see the level of progression we've seen. I think it's okay. But to end the way he did, definitely not acceptable. What y'all take on that? I got the panel up here.
I'll let you take that off, Gil, if you want.
Okay, so I agree with that. But he did make big strides through the season. I think the situation with him is, I think he takes too long to read the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I think he takes a little too long to make his decision. And I think he's going to work on it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to turn my back on the kid. He made great strides. He hasn't played a whole lot of college football either. I mean, I see in the chat, some people just, I mean, they want to hang him out to dry.
Yeah.
But I think he'll get better on that. He's a good kid, obviously. He's a hard worker. He's going to continue to work hard. And you know what? Listen, we got to stick by him, and we just got to hope and pray in the offseason he works on all that. He has to make decisions faster. He doesn't read the defense as well as we would like him to, and as well as he needs to. His decision-making has to be a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
The offensive line did not help him in that game at all, though. I mean, I was shocked because when I got on with the coaches that first time, and, Jay, I give him credit. Coach Jay, he said it from the beginning about Michigan's defensive line. I didn't see that coming. I mean, we kind of got whooped on the line. Booker got whooped. They didn't help Milroe. Reese didn't help Milroe.
You know what?
Should have ran the ball more.
Coach Day was right to the effect that I just didn't see our guys getting beat, man. That's very rare. You see Tyler Booker get whooped like he got whooped. And to me, everybody talks about Caden Proctor having a tough game, but Caden Proctor, that first 2 drives was his worst drives of the game. You look at that game, right. Caden Proctor, he started to make up for what Booker was slacking at. You know, and right. He settled down a lot better than those guys. And then Booker began to compete in the middle of the second quarter, but that was in the run game. But in the pass pro, he was getting whooped, man. And my thing, like you said, Tommy Reese never helped him out. Why go away from the run? Bro, man, McClellan, Roydell Jam, Justice was averaging 7.3 yards per carry. Why do you go away from that?
Crazy work.
And he I don't understand.
Like I was just saying.
Hey, hold on. Let me get some of these comments in the chat, Rob. Hey, let me tell y'all. First of all, this is Gil E. Y'all being in here with me right now is like, it's big, bro. Cause I never thought people would even take to my energy. I'm a straightforward type dude, and I don't do fake. So like with gaming and gaming streaming, I lost a lot of friends, other streamers, because I'm just real. I don't do fake energy. But when I connected with these people that talk Bama football, trolls, even the trolls, man, I wish Carlos was in here, man, to talk trash to me, because he's a real fan. He believed in his team. I appreciate that type of energy, bro. And people be respectful. Mike Ford talk trash. You know, he's a Michigan fan, still in there talking Bama, not talking Bama football, but talking football in the chat. So like, I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody in the chat, man, pulling up. Bob Rutherford, man. See, that's what I'm saying. These are people that I used to be in chats with on other channels. they've seen me in the chats. They seen the transitions and everything. I appreciate y'all, man. This is unfiltered, man. My wife over there doing baby girl hair, my son over there. Y'all know we living, man. I appreciate y'all for real though. But my boy said, what he said, I love Miro. Dougie first says, I love Miro. I feel like he going to put in the work like Kobe in the offseason, but I'm giving Miro till week 4 of next season. I think that's too much time, honestly. Week 4? I don't think Miro has past spring. You have to show that you have that separation in spring. You have to show that separation in spring for me to be confident, because there's too much talent at that wide receiver group and in that offensive line. Jalen Milroe, and this is me being a big fan of him and a big critic at the same time. He put the O-line in so many bad positions a lot of times, man, where if you just be decisive, use your legs, it takes the pressure off of them.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. It takes too long to read the defense and make a decision. So offensive linemen, they can't sit back there for 2 or 3 minutes blocking the defensive rush.
Man, let me tell you. What game was it?
You got to quick decisions.
Go ahead, E.
Oh, my bad. Oh, no, to continue off you guys' point, I remember in the first couple games in the season, just watching the offense how it operated. I mean, there's many times I can't pinpoint exact, as fans aren't as willing to not ride with them like they were before. And I think when you affect the psyche and the mental acumen of a player, I think that could get under their skin. I think that could affect it, especially in 2024. Stuff like that actually does affect the person in their play. And I think this season kind of helped him get through that. So hopefully we see better from him. And I honestly expect him to get better, especially from what I saw this season. I mean, I literally watched it. So
yeah, and that's what I think. Yeah. I think that's what the fans need to realize. Even the doubters, like, we literally went 12-2 with this kid. Actually 13-2, because one game he started last season was definitely not a game called for him to win, and that was it didn't take that interview at the Rose Bowl media days to expose that motive with Bill O'Brien, and you can watch that game and see they went out and tried to make Jalen Milroe Bryce Young, and he clearly was no Bryce Young. Nobody was Bryce Young. There's still no college quarterback that will ever perform like Bryce Young did. So yeah, man, to do what he did and to come through it and come to this season, learn a new system not a new system, but a new play calling style under Tommy Rees. Like you said, the progressions definitely got to improve, man. Some things were inexcusable. I think Coach G agree with me. I think everybody agree with me on this. Some things were just inexcusable on, some of these hot reads. You got 5 men in protection. You see the 6 man on the line of scrimmage. Where's the 6 man coming from? Even if it's not him. If it's not him, it got to come from somewhere else. If you don't find it, use your legs, man. Go away from it. You identify. And these are small things that I know he's being taught. It's about applying what you're being taught. Because a couple times, man, Amari Knee-Black, Kobe Prentice, Kendrick Law, the hots that we're looking for, guys to be looking back at the line of scrimmage after they see a blitz, those guys are looking back. And it's hard. It's hard to carry through with something when you know this guy, man, dang, Jalen ain't gonna look up. Let me try to find somebody to block. And the one time he do look up and you're actually blocking, now it looks like it's your fault. So them tendencies have to be fixed, man, going into the offseason. Right. And you can work on stuff like that. You got to work on, and it takes reps. It takes plenty of reps. I mean, working on air even works, man. Cause it's about just muscle memory. I tell my quarterback, every time you get out to the field with your wide receivers, man, you need to get at least 60 pass attempts up. 60 legit pass attempts in a workout, 60, and that's 4 times a week. in the offseason. We trying to get our quarterback 60 legit pass attempts. I ain't talking about warm-ups. I'm talking about 60 legit pass attempts, 12 drives, something to be more game realistic. And it ain't got to be game speed. It can be 70%, but you need 60 attempts a workout.
Let me stop. Let me say this one piece. I'd say one of the biggest telltale signs that I saw all season.
Facts, Chief. Bill was
the
trash.
Lack of connection between him and Amari Niblack. I mean, there were multiple times in a lot of possessions where he's rolling out, looking to run. Amari Niblack wants the ball, so he's not blocking. He thinking he can go make a play. Like, they were just not on the same page, and it looked like it. And we can't have that next year.
Let me tell you this.
That's just not something we have.
Milroe got to use those tight ends. Miles Kissman going and transferring is to a lot of people not talking about it because you got Niblack still on the roster and Danny Lewis. But Danny Lewis not going to waste another year, man. Danny Lewis is a strong blocker, but he's a better receiver than Niblack. He just don't have the top end speed. Niblack is just a big receiver. That's it. But Danny Lewis is O.J. Howard, Irv Smith, Michael Williams, all in one package, bro. He can break away from a linebacker. He can pull away from linebackers. He could boss a safety. He can be physical on the edge with defensive ends and linebackers. Like, Danny Lewis is your complete tight end. And a guy like Milroe, you got to be able to use that, man. You got to be able to use that. Amari Niblack, you got to be able to see that at linebacker. No linebacker in the nation. Harold Perkins was getting cooked trying to guard Amari Niblack. And Niblack only had 2 targets during LSU game.
Right.
And we couldn't connect with him down the field at all this year. We only could connect with him running towards the sideline on crosses. I saw very few down the field seam shots. The tight end going underneath and getting into that cover 3 zone hole. We just didn't see a lot of it. And I was a little, I'm not gonna say disappointed, but I definitely was expecting that. With his speed he displayed on the field, like you said, a big receiver, a mismatch. And we got a second tight end, so if you're in 12 personnel, we can even scheme it up to give you extra time. We just got to find a way to utilize that matchup. I don't care who's at quarterback.
You know what, man? And see, I'm a firm believer in you can't call plays that that look pretty, stuff that is supposed to work. You have to design your play calling around your assets you have available. But at this point in the season, Milroe had 10 starts going into the Michigan game, right? 10 starts.
Sounds about right. Or 12. It might have been 11. I mean, it might have been 11.
No, 11. It don't count. Well, one of them he didn't play. He didn't play USF.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So he had 10.
He didn't play USF.
But nine starts under Tommy Rees. You have a game of stretch. You have a stretch of games where the game plan is literally what you need. Now you have 3 weeks to prepare. You come to this game, and you're not doing the simple things efficiently, Miro. But you're forcing the down. Man, 2 of them passes, man, those downfield passes, they could have been big plays, but they weren't needed, man. When you got Niblack, literally, like you said, in the middle hook zone, in the middle, I mean, the flats to his strong side were there for him every time. Kobe Print is just sitting there in the zone, sitting in windows, man. And then the one that he underthrew Isaiah Barnes on the crosser, Barnes catches it. But if Miro learns to throw people open, this is a different quarterback, right, man. He's a different. I mean, stop waiting for guys to separate. Throw them into separation. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Hey, we got to chat.
Open.
Big Oots, he said, hold on. He said he got to use Danny. He's from my area. Kid is a baller. Facts. I feel you, Chief. Chris Dearson said, and Big Oots. Oots is y'all remember that commercial with the, I think it was like the credit card. It was like priceless. Oots is one of those players. He's priceless, man. He's priceless, bro. You can't describe his value. He is everything you need. Fullback, tight end. He could go to running back. Like, Oops can really play ball, bro. People, I don't think we realize the value we have in him. And he's a hard worker. He doesn't complain. He don't care about touching the ball. He just wants to do what he can to help the team win. Look like Texas game minus the picks.
Absolutely.
Facts, Chief. Yeah, he don't make anticipation throws. Facts. When Milroe started talking about Bill, I thought it was too early. You know what, Dougie Fresh? I was glad he got that off his chest. I'm glad somebody's had. I'm glad he feels confident enough to be at that point to say, man, look, I know I ain't the best, but dang, ain't no way you gonna sit here and tell me that it's and let's just talk about the SEC. You trying to tell me that how many teams is it in the league? 12. It's 12 teams, right? 6 on each side, or is it 14?
It's gonna be 14, right?
Okay,
but it was 12.
Well, 12 at this point when Milroe had to start on the bill. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that all these other starting quarterbacks right now, these other 11 quarterbacks, you trying to tell me that all 11 of these quarterbacks in this league are better than me, Bill? You trying to tell me I don't have that type of chance?
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And to call yourself
Bill
a coach
didn't help him at all.
At all.
He didn't help him at all. He didn't want to work with him. Because Bill wants a pocket passer. That's what Bill wants. Bill wants somebody who's just a pocket passer. He doesn't want a guy that can scramble, use his athleticism. He wants the guy to sit in the pocket and throw all day.
And you know what's crazy? Nobody's winning with that type of quarterback right now. Nobody in college football. Nobody. JJ McCarthy they are in the finals because he made plays with his legs. He was able to scramble. He had to make athletic plays. You don't get that pass where he completed it when Dallas Turner was.
Oh yeah,
bro. You don't get that. You don't get that with a pocket passer. You don't get that with Peyton Manning. You don't get.
Jones ain't giving you that.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get that with what's the kid that everybody was so hype on coming out of Arkansas? Ryan Mallett. You don't get that with Ryan Mallett.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like all these big arm pocket passers. You don't get that with those type of quarterbacks. You don't get. Look at your NFL. Tom Brady had a system built around him that lasted for 15 plus years, whatever. Right? They took years to build that system for him. You don't get that privilege in college football. You don't get that. You get a style of offense that you recruit into, and that's what you do. Bill O'Brien failed to even adjust to the style of football that he need to coach for.
Right.
Man.
Right. And he didn't want to help the kid.
He got to pass the first year because your running back room got depleted.
Right.
I mean, people were saying for 2 years they ain't want him there. Not saying I thought he was good or bad, but you could just it was multiple facets of Alabama football that didn't want Bill O'Brien there. And some of the players, some of the ones starting today. I mean, not that they ain't want him there, but I mean, if you got a backup quarterback coming out and saying all that, I mean, that just lets us know what was going on behind the scenes.
Facts. Somebody asked the same question about the OT thing. We had already talked about it, man. That's one of them things, man. I feel like we did the right thing, putting defense out there first. You get the opportunity, you always want your defense to go out there and set precedents, man. That's how you create intimidation. And mentally with the play calling. You want your defense to go out there and say, hey, you can't score on us. And the way they scored, man, oh my God. Kevin Steele, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's been on Tommy Rees' neck. I got to get on Kevin Steele for a second. One, why is Kool-Aid so fixed on not passing any crossing routes off? When everybody else on the field is passing in, out, you can see the linebackers yelling it. Out, pointing. And you're riding a perimeter receiver who's lining up tight on the formation, not even wide. Lining up tight on the formation. You're the boundary corner. Why are you not securing the boundary in a match zone set? Both of those sets that he got beat on, or that he didn't pass when they was trying to pass coverage, they were out of our base sets, man. They were not out of any dime looks. You didn't have an extra DB on the field. Why are you not passing this off? Guys, I don't know, man. Question. I mean, and I hate to keep going back to this overtime situation, but man, as much as we want to talk about the last play, let's talk about the defense on that. Let's talk about the communication failure that happened. And that wasn't even on our freshman. That wasn't on the freshman or the trash transfer safety. I ain't gonna call him trash. Jalen Key. I ain't gonna call him trash. He played under standard, you know, but I mean, what's y'all take, man?
We just look lost. I mean, on that left side, as looking at it from the TV screen, we just look lost. I mean, I remember initially watching the game, and like after the first couple of times we got beat on those crossers, I remember. I mean, it's Alabama, so you already knew we were going to play out-of-man coverage. So we should have understood that their offensive coordinator was going to come in and try to leak that backside
every time.
That tight end, and literally, as you saying,
watching
the game, it's happening.
LSU.
It's happening. The tight end coming back face, don't nobody recognize it, and I was a little disappointed we didn't make adjustments. I understand getting beat on it in the game, but I don't understand, especially with us being Alabama, with the Alabama fan base understands what a pick route is. I can promise you that.
Yes.
So we understand we understand what it means to be in man coverage and you having some type of leakage and some type of tight end or some type of pick. And I just expected to see a faster adjustment in a sort of match man zone look. Like I just expected it, and I never saw it. But
you know it's crazy,
and that's how we lost the game.
Watch the last play. Watch the last play again, though. If you look at the opposite side, there are switch releases on the opposite side. Terry Arnold never crosses into the inside of. He never crosses inside the hashes. Why is Kool-Aid crossing inside the hashes? Caleb Downs is already locked inside the hashes. All you got to do is pass it off. It's either going to get past to Caleb or see my concern in those pass off the match zone looks. My concern be. When my box safety walks down, my overhang safety walks down, if we go one high look with it or two high, if they have to walk down to show that we're covering our run gaps, my concern is when you pass off the perimeter, the boundary receiver, him leaking behind those box safeties. Because my safety has to make a decision, which is going to be strong side more than likely. Make the strong side read. That's what we teach our safeties. Make the strong side read. So even in that set, you out of any personnel look, the same concept is going to apply. If it comes outside the hashes, my boundary corner is supposed to have it. How many times have we seen a cornerback, even when they do motion? Terry and Arnold caught that. He said, "Man, I got to dive out there on it." Why when we inside the 10-yard line, why are we not passing that off? I don't think that's on the players at that point. I think that's not only on T-Rob, but the concept that's being taught by Coach Saban. We got to address that. We got athletes, but man, the NFL don't even do that. The NFL passes it off. They push it on. They bump, and they squeeze. So why isn't Alabama adjusted? They're using the space against us. That is so frustrating to watch, y'all. LSU beat us like that last season. Tennessee did.
Oh man, you. Let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Hold on. Before you ask, let me see. We getting comments like a mug. Dang, y'all, yo, we got 12. Yo, this is crazy. Y'all just don't understand. It's this content creation stuff is hard. It's harder than people think it is. Because you have to actually be interesting. So when people come through and stop through and show love, it's crazy. And then it's like about to be 10 o'clock. But my boy Chief 18 said inside backers just look confused all night. Honestly, Chief, I think inside backers got gradually better throughout the night. You know, they came out. Michigan threw a lot of wrinkles in this game. They did a lot of wrinkles. And yeah, they did some different stuff. So I think Lawson, Campbell, they did great. Y'all know Marshall. Gil don't even want me to talk about Trez.
Hey, look, hey, we're happy he declared for the draft. Let's just leave it at that.
That's how you gonna. I mean, hey, you can take about 30 seconds and really say what you mean, cause this ain't Kyle's channel. This Coach Smook channel. So I ain't worried about getting demonetized and stuff over here. This is where we get to be us. You know what I'm saying? That's what Coach Jantz. Yeah. I give a shout out to Jantz, y'all, cause Jantz Sports. He was like, man, yeah, go crazy on your channel. They not gonna never stop your channel. You won't ever make as much money. But you know, you get to do you and get the people. But yeah, but yeah, tell the people really how you feel about Marshall from start to finish, because you were vocal in chats even before I even got back connected with you in Kyle's chat. I remember you being vocal about him in TDA's chat. I think early in the preseason when we were hyping Marshall and his experience coming from Georgia up. So your take on Marshall, you know. What's the feels?
Well, my take is I never wanted him on the team, to be honest. I didn't want him on the team. But everybody, well, he got all this experience and but listen, man, I don't, I coach, you know me, man. I told you I love coaching those inside backers. And I didn't see it with him. I didn't think he was very good. I'm not trying to trash the kid. But I didn't want him on the team, and I think him being on the team, other guys didn't get opportunities. Like, Blackshire, I'm not sure what the deal is with him.
Yo, John, appreciate the love, man, for real, brother.
After the spring, I think he's gone.
Who that?
Blackshire.
I don't know. You want me to tell you why?
Because he hasn't played.
I don't think Blackshire. I don't think he transfers because we saw Jeremiah Alexander get moved inside, right? We saw that. Right. Jeremiah Alexander got recruited as an edge, moving him inside. We saw Blackshire on the Raptor package lining up on the I want to say the 5. He was like 5 technique, playing that outside shoulder of the tackle. You know. He got a lot of matchups with tight ends where he was taking on the tight end, sealing the edge. I think Blackshire's getting moved to the edge to get in that rotation with Keeley, Pierre, Colt. I think Q Rob's gone, right? Quindarius Robinson is gone. Braswell, Turner, they're gone.
I think Robinson could come back.
I still think Blackshire's in that rotation.
Inside. Yeah, I worry about the inside backers. I think John might leave after the spring because he doesn't get no play.
You think?
I worry about
you said
Murphy
who?
Leaving. Johnson.
The
junior college inside backer.
Oh, Jefferson.
Jefferson.
What's the kid name? Justin Jefferson. You know what? I think Jefferson was on a 2-year plan anyways, man, coming into Bama. His thing was when he came in and he did an interview, I forget I want to give you a shout out. Dang, the YouTuber. He did an interview coming into Alabama, and he was like, man, my first year, I just want to get used to playing real college football. Like, I want to get used to going to my classes, JUCO easy. You just show up most time, but I want to just get used to it. But you seen his play, you seen his energy on special teams. You saw him get a few snaps in garbage time this past season. I think Jefferson might end up being like the third guy in the rotation for the inside backer spot with Lawson. You got Lawson, you got Campbell, and then who's your third guy?
Murphy.
I don't think
you got Murphy.
I think Murphy's leaving.
You think? See, that's what I'm saying. I think that Murphy and Jefferson might transfer.
I don't see Jefferson going.
Are they putting Quay on the inside?
Quay has already been there, but Quay is going to still take. I think Quay is another year out, man. Quay's not leaving. Quay knows where his development is. I know Quay's family personally. Quay and Smith, those boys, they families are business minded family members. Yeah, they tight. They tight. Like I remember watching Quay Russo in Montgomery. He was like probably like 7, 8 years old, bro. Playing, you know, I mean, like for real, bro. Them boys used to get down. They used to get down in their little league. They little league teams, if they had like the travel ball like these kids got now, when Quay and them was in 9U, 10U, man, them boys would have been sensations. They would have been sensations, like internet sensations, because they been dogs since forever. But
see, we had that in New York. We had a travel football team that played in the NSFL, and that's it's played by NFL rules.
Yeah.
Actually, my quarterback we went undefeated 2 years in a row. My quarterback on that team, Crespo, he's the quarterback coach at North Carolina. He was at UCF.
Yeah.
Scott Frost. Then he went to Nebraska, and when Frost got fired, all the coaches got fired, and he's the quarterback coach at UNC. But that kid was my quarterback in 9U, 10U.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
and see, that's why I be telling people, bro. That's why I be telling people, you gotta, when you talk football, it's a different vibe on the stream. That's why I think people love the Culture Show, because it's a lot of speculative. Yeah, I think that's the word, speculative approach, but there's more football driven talk when you're breaking down the game, when you're talking about why things happen or why things should happen. I think we bring that type of aspect. So a lot of the fan base that wants to come in and just complain, they go away with an understanding of, okay, well, maybe if I take account of what they're saying is supposed to happen as far as development, as far as schematics, if I see this happen and it works, okay, maybe I am overreacting. Maybe it doesn't. And people, what people will never understand, if you've never been in the booth, if you've never been in a film, like a real film study, I ain't talking about watching highlights or good plays and bad plays in the film room and going away with it saying, let's fix this. No, actually watching film, not even watching your team's film, but turning on film and learning whole new offensive systems by films, not play calls or whatever, but learning, the schematics of it. It's hard to get on that level and see a team like this, the Alabama team this year, and appreciate what they've done.
Right, I agree.
I got a
coach's show. The coach's show is dynamite, man. I love it. I love listening to you guys.
Man, I've been hooked for a while. Being honest,
it's crazy that people, cause man, I'm a content creator, so yeah, I don't think I'm a famous content creator, but I feel like I'm solid in what I do. I do the gaming, but I do talk Bama football. I don't know everything. I could talk anybody basketball, but Bama football, I love it. I'm passionate about it. The game of football itself, it don't take me long to watch. Like, I could watch one game about your team and really go back and look at parts of games and see consistencies, tendencies, and be like, okay, this is what your offensive coordinator likes to do. This is what your team likes to do. It don't take much to research in this day and age. Everything is put out on the internet. So you go and do a little research, man, and you have a football mind. It's not hard to piece things together. And you see things on a different level. And that don't make me better than you because I see it from a different level. It just brings a different approach. I think that's what the Coaches Show brings, man. I mean, you got 3 guys who played everywhere on the field. I know Sean coached the high school. I think he coached on a collegiate level too. I think he coached on a collegiate level. I coached on the high school, middle school level. Currently coaching on the high school level. We actually start our workouts Monday. I'm excited, man. I'm at Prince.
Hey, who you coach? Where you coaching at?
So I'm at Prince George High School, man. They still have me under a contingent offer. I haven't signed anything verbatim, but coach added me to the group text the other day. They have the school board meeting coming up like the second week of school. Man. No, it's in Virginia. I live in Virginia, man.
Virginia, okay.
Yeah, I moved up to VA 2022. We moved up here October 2022 in last year. You know, was it a year, man? It was different. It was different. The coaches show be funny sometimes, like the OG first take with Stephen A and Skip. Hey, let me tell you, Dougie Fresh, what y'all don't know is that nothing that all the debates and stuff that we have, the disagreements and stuff, that's never planned. But we have this chemistry to where, like, when we know it can create some buzz, and Sean will do it, Jay will do it, and I'll do it. We'll take our turns being the villain. I don't know if y'all ever pay attention, but we all take our turns being the villain. And it be legit, though. It don't be just off the wall stuff like I used to have to deal with. And this is my channel, so I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge this, too. This is my channel. Like on the final whistle where motherfuckers just be saying stupid shit for no reason, just to get clicks. Like, I'm not with that, man. Keep that shit real. Keep it football. Let's talk logical here. Let's not get on this stupid shit just for clicks, bro. I will never sell out. That's why I'm not a famous gamer right now. Because I'm not going to sell out. I want to keep my junk 100% authentic. I want to be able to chop it up with people like E, people like Gil, people like Sean, people like Jay, people like Kyle, Ty Hayes. You know, I want to keep it 100. I don't want people trying to think they're going to get something from me that ain't real authentic, bro. I can't never be that type of dude. And if that's going to keep me on the level I'm at, I'd live with that. I'm going to live with that. That's just me. Run the Table Sports TV is in the building. Hey. Y'all go run my boy subscribe if y'all haven't. Run the Table Sports. Y'all, his edits is something crazy. We supposed to be collabing here soon. It's gonna be some crazy stuff. But yeah, back to what I was saying though. Yeah, this coaching job this year by Coach Saban was probably the best, bro. Was this 18 seasons now at Bama? 16.
He come in 07?
Yeah, 07, so 16.
Yeah. Been here 16, almost 2 decades.
16.
That's crazy.
16, 6 national championships.
That is crazy.
National championships go by so fast, don't even feel like it.
That is crazy. Chief, hey, Chief, you already know it's all about integrity, bro. That's what I'll be saying, bro. That's all I'll be saying. And don't be coming in and taking what. Shout out to my dude, Coach Al. He come in and he spit some legit knowledge in our Discord. I had to get rid of somebody because they was going in there looking at the Discord conversations and using it on the stream. Like, bro, we not doing that. Come up with your own junk. Or if you gonna quote what somebody's saying, give them their shots out. We literally, me, Sean, Jay, we do it all the time. Hey, Coach G said it in the chat earlier and made me think of this. You know, Chief said this in the chat earlier. Travelpreneur Sports said it. Like, we always do that. We give people that do credit. Don't be out here saying stuff like it's your original take. Bro, don't get me started in that. I've been sipping a little bit too. I'm trying to wait. I did a professional look. Look, Coach Gil, tell him don't get me crunk up, man. I mean,
you got that right.
I mean, cause it's aggravating, bro.
Keep it real, brother.
It's aggravating because we could have difference of opinion. You know, I'm cool with that. I know my thoughts and everything ain't right. My last say clearly, nothing I predict is going to be 100% until whatever happens. I'm never 100%. But don't take that and then try to use that as your stance and why I can't judge football. And then you come out here and you say Blake Corum and Edwards is the best 1-2 punch back we've seen all year. Are you freaking kidding me?
Man, I don't want to hear it. Oh, man.
Are you freaking?
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
That was crazy. And I mean, not even on a. You can't even support that argument on a statistical standpoint, but I'm just talking about from a skill set standpoint. Them Ole Miss backs with Judkins and what's the other kid's name back there? Even I forget the second back, but the Ole Miss backs was more of a threat than what we saw in Michigan. Michigan literally beat us off of some prayer stuff, bro. They literally beat us off of some living on a prayer, 2 perfectly schemed up plays. And then you got 2 prayers. That's how they beat us. They didn't dominate us. They didn't blow us out. Ole Miss, they was doing stuff. It was like, dang, I'm surprised they wasn't converted. Jackson Dart is the freaking MVP of that game. He saved us.
Right.
Like, dang, I'm ranting, but damn. Hey, Smook sipping about to get on his cat. Nah, I ain't gonna do no Cat Williams. Cat Williams was going crazy. That boy was they going.
Oh yeah, he went in on everybody.
Everybody, boy.
Hey, and then earlier they found some footage that apparently shows that he was right.
He was
stuff actually found. No, yeah, but they actually found video footage and put it on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
About Steve Harvey. Something about Steve Harvey that Steve Harvey denied, and somebody went back and put it up there. So it's real.
Man, let me tell you. The joke though, that said the entertainer stole. Babe, I just told you the joke earlier. What was it?
Was that he's in a spaceship? He's in a spaceship, and Cat said he was in a caddy.
Bombinicious. Oh yeah, Bombinicious. The Bombinicious. When he was like, he was calling dude Bombinicious for a week straight, and his cousin was like, man, what you call that name? What you call that man? He said, he told me call him Bombinicious. He said, bro, that boy name is CJ. He told you to call him by his initials. He stole that jump from Cat Williams. That's literally the joke that Cat Williams was his joke for the Comic View commercial. That came out 3 years before it said the entertainer started using it. And I was like, dang, I never thought about that because Cat Williams didn't do all the, the long setup for it. It was just like it was one of his punchline jumps. So, man, but then even the junk he was saying about how they was talking about Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley, diehard Bama fan. Ricky Smiley out there lying talking about they was trying to cast him for the pimp role, the Cat Williams. Yeah, you tried out, but they wasn't trying to cast you, bro.
Right.
Nick, what's good, man? We got viewers on Kick and we got viewers on YouTube. My boy said I was watching that Cat interview before bed and had a nightmare. I went to a Diddy party and he wouldn't let me leave. Hey, Dougie, you better not go to no Diddy party, especially you got good hair. Don't go to no. Hey, y'all don't get me canceled on YouTube tonight. Y'all trying to use they trying to get me in trouble, man. Hey, we slick got 15 live viewers in this mug though. Shout out to the 15 with the 19 likes, man. Shout out to my boys E and Coach Gil Cruz for joining the conversation. This is what we do, man.
Yes, sir.
This is what me and my partners used, my gaming partners that we got our NCAA online league together, gaming league. We used to get on late night. And if we didn't have matchups against each other, like league matchups, we'll exhibition. Everybody watch the game, talk trash to each other, talk about college football, NFL, everything, man. So I just wanted to try it over here.
I got to get my son linked up with you on the gaming deal because he's always on the game and online and playing all kind of stuff. So I got to definitely get him linked up with you.
Yeah, facts, bro. Because I was supposed to be getting on Warzone when I got done with y'all, but I said, bump it, man. I'm vibing out on this. I play the game tomorrow. For real, man. This is what I do, man. I don't like to go to the club. Huh? Yeah, you can use it. I don't like to go to the club. I don't like to do none of that no more. Like, I got over that when I was like 15, not 15, 25, 26. And now I'm at the age now, man. Me and my wife, we'll go get $80 worth of food and bag it up to come home. We'll go to the restaurant. We'll dress up to go to a restaurant. We'll go sit at the restaurant, order our food to go so we can go back home. For real, babe. Tell him. How many times I'm talking about? That is what we do, man. And it ain't because we got kids. We was doing that before we had our oldest daughter. We was dating for like 8 months. We got together in October.
How old are your kids?
So let me tell you, y'all already know. Don't laugh at me, chat. We up to 20 likes. Hold on, chat. Yeah, YouTube. YouTube is up to 20 likes right now on the live stream. We got 16 live viewers. Y'all just don't understand. I used to game on this junk for hours and have one viewer. We at 17 viewers, man. Talking Bama football, talking life. We just chilling. Hey, he said, Smook, how do I get the updated rosters on the PS3? So right now, the revamp servers are dead on the PS3. The revamp servers are dead because which is a good thing. That means it's just getting closer to the new one coming out, and everything gonna be legit on that one. The updated rosters, they gonna have high school recruiting profiles updated. I think they're gonna do them by the season, by the year, and progression gonna be realistic. I think Huddle gonna be tied into EA, like guys being able to. It's gonna kids are gonna be able to get looks just by being able to upload their highlights and stuff to the game, bro. That's gonna be crazy. But yeah, I got 6 kids, man. I got 6. My oldest he just turned 13 in December. And if y'all hear that noise in the background, that's my wife using the microwave. But my oldest just turned 13. My second oldest, he's 12. He's 12. Then my other son, by my first wife, he'll be 12 January 18th. Dang, babe, strong self. And then that wasn't quiet. And then Sanaya, my oldest daughter, she'll be 8. Look, 8. She's 7 going on 30. But she'll be 8. Yeah, she one of them. And she is my twin. If y'all have ever watched any of my gaming streams and seen the real light skinned one, bright one, that's my twin. She act just like me. Goofy.
Do your boys play sports?
Yeah, man. My oldest son, I think I posted a picture on Twitter a couple weeks ago. But my oldest son, man, since he was like 7, he could tell you what cover 2, cover 3 is, cover, man coverage. He could tell you what his gaps are, because Tua was his quarterback. That's the first quarterback he got exposed to. When he started understanding football, timing, RPO, that's his mind. He thinks everybody's offense is supposed to work like that, and I just can't wait to get him back so I could teach him. Start molding that, because he wants to work. Him and Jeremiah, they both want to work. They want it. They mama don't push it, But when they come up here, they gonna see the change.
I got a grandson named Jeremiah.
Oh, for real?
So yeah. That's my youngest grandson. He's 17 months old, right? So just a quick deal. My grandfather was.
Hey, y'all! Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all showing love.
My father was 6'7", but my mother's 5 foot tall, so that's why I'm only 5'9". She got me on the height.
Dang.
No. So yeah, she killed me on the height. But look, I got 10 kids, Coach.
10?
I got 10 of them bad boys. I got 10 kids.
I think I should have had 10. I think I should have. No cap. Listen, I was supposed to have 10.
I got 6 boys and 4 girls, and they go a long range of age. My oldest is a girl. She's 41 years old, and my youngest is a girl. She's 17.
Yo! Whoa. Time out. What the? Hold on. Time out, G. Hold on, Coach G. 41. So wait, Coach G, you only like 68, right?
Nah, I'm 55, man.
55, and your oldest is 41. So my boy was getting busy at 14, getting it in. Yes, sir. That's my dog. He an OG. He an OG, y'all.
Listen. I got a grandson that's 22 years old. I got a grandson older than 2 of my kids.
That's how my boy Coco Loso is. His son, his youngest son is 5, and his youngest grandson is 6. So they like.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, listen. That's cool. Listen, I got my 20-year-old daughter.
Oh, snap.
My 20-year-old daughter.
Right,
hey, I got a 20-year-old daughter and a 20-year-old granddaughter. They're the same age, 2 months apart.
Dang.
But listen, my oldest grandchild is 22 years old. He's 6'7" and 300 pounds. And I try to get him as a kid, play football. And he wanted to play basketball. So now he's about to graduate college next year. He's a junior.
Yeah.
And he didn't play football in college. I said, man, 6'7", 300 pounds, bro. What's wrong with you?
What is
But my
That's a change.
20-year-old daughter,
That's
listen,
a
my
change.
20, yeah, but listen, my 20-year-old daughter, that's the one that has the son. His name is Jeremiah.
Yeah.
He's 17 months old. He's 17 months old, and he's about. No, this is true. True. I got pictures to prove it. He's 17 months old, and that boy is growing out of a 3T already, and he's only
God.
17 months old.
My boy
17
Gil,
months old.
his grandson
And,
is
yo, he's a
17
big
months
kid.
old, already growing out of 3T.
And I got pictures to prove it.
3T clothes. You remember? Hey, so
Yeah,
let me
he's
tell you.
a
Let me tell
big
you.
kid.
So let me tell
Bro,
you,
he's
my
a big
niece,
kid.
she's how old is she? 8 right now, right? So she's 8 years old, right? She was a preemie. She was born 2 months early. How early she was? She was 2 months early, right? Right now she's 8 years old. She's 4'9", 4'8", 72 pounds.
Yeah, it's a
And
big
she
girl. She's tall.
She wears a size 3, 4, size 3 or 4 in shoes, like women's size 3, 4. She don't wear like.
Wow, she's a big, tall girl.
But let me tell you, so her thing is she don't want to do like girly sports. This girl want to throw football. She want to play basketball. So my dad had her out there doing squats, right? He had her doing it with the 2.5 pound weights. She was like, "That's too light, Papa." This girl go and grab 240-pound weights, bro, and start doing sumo squats with 240-pound dumbbells. I said, "Bruh, this girl," and that's my brother. He just had his baby boy, and he was full term. My brother was a preemie. I think my brother came 3 months early. My brother's 6 foot, about 255, 260 when he good walk around weight. And but his son just came out. He was like full term. I think he came out 7 pounds 4 ounces, like 22 inches long. And when you look at his hands, bro, he got them big old gorilla paws. Lord have mercy.
Right.
Hey, Gil, everybody in the chat said you been busy, bro. They said you been busy out here these streets.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but nah, let's get back to the football talk because we about to close it out, man. Bro, y'all got me on this mug for like an hour and a half for real. I did not expect it to be like this, y'all. Y'all really done freaking made this a night, bro. I swear.
Coach, when you grow up in East New York in the projects, yeah, bro, you're like a grown man at 12 years old.
I already know. My boy Coco Loso, I think he grew up in like Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. he grew up in
it's
like
a different life, man, different world.
He was like, yeah, man, like 12 to have like a full-time job at the age of 12 in like the 60s and the 70s, that junk was nothing, you know. And in the 80s was like you 15, 16 in the 80s. That you was a grown up. Man, you could go get a car. You could pay cash for a car in the 80s. Like, they ain't care. I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah, that's. Hey, listen. Yeah, it's just different. A different life when you grow up in the hood and the projects, man. You got to grow up real fast.
And I think that's to create a segue. I think that's why I don't fault a lot of these players for making decisions, man, because a lot of them get these supplemental NIL deals that's not really like. What was that? Oh, that's the candy. Well, I thought I heard. I was like, I know it ain't no gunshots on this side of town. This the good side, Lord. What are you doing? Nah, but yeah, man. That's why I say, like a kid like Earl Little, you don't want to waste you don't want a chance wasting another year. I think Earl was a red shirt freshman this year, so he's been on campus 2 years. You know, even this year, I think, and this is my chance to be like one of those fans that's complaining all the time. This is not something that I complain about, but this is something that I've seen be a consistent downfall for Alabama. We play this seniority rule when it comes to playing guys throughout the season. And we get into hot moments like Justice Haynes could have very well been on out the way, like been out the door, because every time he touched the ball this season, never was it a negative play, and he sat behind it. So if he didn't have the mental fortitude and like the commitment, the integrity part of it, like have the upbringing that most kids don't come in with, I think Justice Haynes is out the door. Cause he was clearly, and I love Jace McClellan. To me, Jace McClellan just had to fight through too many injuries. His injuries, his history is like that stunted his career growth. But and to come back from it and do what he does is great. But Justice Haynes is generational, bro. Like for real.
He's running back number one.
He's generational, bro.
He's RB1 next year for sure.
Hey, my boy John M said Brooklyn.
Off that field.
Hey, John M in the chat said Brooklyn all day, Crown Heights.
Yes, sir. Tell him East New York, baby.
East New York. Yeah. Hey, y'all, word on my mother, B. Like, I'm not even on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the burbs, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousins get mad. They from Jersey. They from Newark. They were from New York.
Right
Newark.
Newark? That's a tough spot right there.
Yeah, man.
That's a rough hood.
So when I go and we from the South, they from the North. When I go visit them, I be like, yo, get me hip to how y'all talk. I'm trying to get my northern jump down. And I suck at it, man.
Hey, listen, but you know what? You're true about the seniority thing. I've never liked that about. I think Saban sticks to that too much because going way back against Ohio State, he kept running Yeldon, and Yeldon had an ankle injury. But whenever he put D. Henry in the game, it was positive yards off a left tackle. And I thought he should have stayed with that, and he didn't do it. And it was part of the seniority thing you're talking about.
Right. And it bothers me because it's been a consistent thing, man. It's been a consistent thing. I don't think, like I said, I even with Jam, man, Jam Miller was definitely, oh my God. This kid doesn't get the hype talk, but bro, my God, man, his change of direction speed, like his get up, his acceleration. Like if we had to give him a rating on if I had to give him a rating on NCAA, he getting like a 96 acceleration because his change of speed is like no other, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all think I'm just capping because I'm a fan, but this kid got some speed, man. Some serious speed.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey, chat, I see somebody asked about is there an option for super chats? We don't have an option for super chats. Give me a second. And if y'all really trying to support your boy the type of way, which I don't, like, I might cry. I'm emotional, man. I'm very in tune with my emotions. I love the Lord. You know, so like when I feel the spirit, like when God I feel
be the glory,
when I feel God, I get very emotional in church. Like I'm one of them guys. I don't mind worshiping in front of God and all, like in front of people. I ain't never been that type of talk about me. But like when people support my content, bro, when y'all when y'all go out your way and you take out your pocket, your hard-earned money, you say, man, this is money worthy. Like I could donate $5 to this. I could donate $1 to this. That is crazy to me. So I definitely appreciate it. I don't take it for granted at all, man. Like for real. So if y'all want to donate, that go to QR codes, man. I appreciate, shout out to Kyle Henderson too. He put me on. He's like, man, stop doing everything. Give people an opportunity to be a blessing in your life. Stop trying to make it a what they call it, a maze. He says, stop trying to make it a maze. Some people actually want to support what you do. Some people know what it takes to do what they enjoy watching. And I hope y'all enjoying it, man. And this ain't about me. This Coach Gill, Eden came in here. He ain't even talking about, I think he just enjoying the vibes, man. And yeah. Like for real, it's a vibe, man. I wish y'all could hear this music. I'm gonna get another platform set up. Probably get my StreamYard set up, you know, once the subscriptions start picking up. And we able to, you know, roll that monetary side up. Get that rolling. If we get the StreamYard pop up, we can get way more, you know, get the vibe going on there, and then they'll be able to hear the music because this music is really what got me vibing. I know chat, y'all can hear it, but they can't hear it in Discord, so unless they go off, you know, they click on their phone, and because all the beats I be pulling up be fire, and they all on YouTube, so shouts out to everybody. I always tag him. He has to change that due to the NIL. If he doesn't, he would get more guys jumping into that transfer portal. What he say? What he talking about?
He talking about with the plan seniority.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he definitely got to change that. Run the Table Sports, cause I wish. Hey, Run the Table Sports, if you got time, bro, jump in here, bro. I'm gonna stay on as long as everybody up, man. We got viewers in here. We got people. So I'm up. I told my wife this would be something that I'm gonna do like all off season, and even when we go into the season post game shows. A lot of people just get emotional in the post game shows, and then like if you come into a forum like this where you can voice it instead of having to type it, and then have to compete with other people's comments and stuff, I think this is a better vibe for this, for what our fan base goes through on a consistent basis. We do a lot, man. If you're an Alabama fan, a true fan, not a fair weather fan, if you're an Alabama fan, you go through a lot. It's almost another occupation. Especially if you're an Alabama fan outside of Alabama.
Oh yeah,
outside. Yeah, absolutely.
I remember I took a trip to Minnesota. I'm from Alabama. I'm in Alabama right now.
Yeah.
And I took a trip to Minnesota wearing my Alabama gear. First I see a Notre Dame fan, and they come talking about back in the days like I care. I'm like, man,
bro, I wasn't even a sperm cell.
Remember the school.
I wasn't even a sperm cell when the last time y'all even gave Alabama a game, bro. Stop playing with me,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. They got to learn to talk to me.
That game was over after the first offensive series Alabama had.
Eddie Lacy. I remember Eddie Lacy. That's the first time I remember just seeing Eddie Lacy hit that spin so much that many times. I was like, oh Lord.
Hey, I got to do this, man. Hey, shout out to my boy D. Clark for the freaking $5 donation, man. Appreciate you, bro. I love it. I appreciate you. I just hit the heart. I want to show it. I ain't gonna show your name, but yeah, appreciate the love, man. Much love, D. Clark. Hey, shouts out to you, man. Much love. Hey, I always gotta publicly acknowledge everybody that donates, man. I can't help it. I appreciate it for real, man. I don't know who D. Clark is, whoever you are. That must be Dougie Fresh. I'm assuming it's Dougie Fresh. Dougie, appreciate the love, man. Damn, y'all got me hyped. But yeah, that was crazy. That was definitely crazy, bro. That was definitely crazy. But you know what?
I wear my Alabama stuff all the time in New York.
Let me tell you.
And everybody always says, "How are you an Alabama fan? You live in New York."
The same way you got Cowboys fans in Alabama. The same way you got New York Giants fans in Alabama. Like, we don't have a pro team, and we don't have any pro team. So me being a Lakers fan is literally me watching Lakers basketball from. And I'm a military brat. So when I was born on Fort Benning, Georgia, but we was living in Phoenix City, Alabama. And then
wait. You were born on Fort Benning? I was in Fort Benning. I'm a veteran of the United States Army.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I went to Fort Benning. I went to Fort Benning. I started out in Harmony Church.
Yeah.
We were the first battalion, first platoon that went over to Sand Hill.
Okay.
The 58th Regiment.
258.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, that's crazy, bro.
Yes, sir.
So let me tell you. 258 got moved to not Sand Hill, but Kelly Hill. 258 got moved to Kelly Hill, which you probably didn't get to see Kelly Hill if you was back in 258 like the first ones. 258 was part of the first.
We were the very, very first. Yeah. We were the very first company that moved into Sand Hill at 258.
That's crazy. Yo, yes, Coach, sir. Me and Coach. Sir. So let me tell you, Coach D, my pops is in the Infantry Hall of Fame. Signed first class, Senator Hines, Infantry Hall of Fame. When I was born, 1990, born on Fort Benning, but we lived in Phoenix City. They deployed to Desert Storm. The first 8 months of my life, my dad didn't get to see me. He said when I came back, college football season hadn't started. When he came back from deployment, we got PCS to Panama, Central America. That's when the only games I could watch, because they would have to be sent to us in the mail, VHS, or if it wasn't on national television, the only games I was watching was Alabama games that was VHS, pre-recorded, sent to us. I'm watching it 2 days late. So for the longest, Smook only knew Alabama football. So like anytime I talked about football, I thought it was like only Alabama. I only thought Alabama was. So when people be like talking about my fandom, like y'all just don't understand. For the longest, my dumb self, until probably like 1997, I had been on this world for 7 years. It took me 7 years to realize there was more teams than Alabama on the earth. For real, man. That's how much of a fan I am.
That's crazy.
For real. So like when I got to the States, I always knew NBA was different because, you know, I got to watch Jordan, Hardaway, O'Neal, Van Exel, Vlade Divac. Who else was in that? Mullins, Tim Hardaway, all that era. Alonzo Mourning, Young Mourning, Larry Johnson, all those players, Muggsy. I got to watch all those players when I was young, so I knew that was different NBA teams. But when it came to college football, I thought it was Alabama. And we would just play like different teams. I didn't know it was like, I didn't know Georgia. You know, I didn't know Florida State. I didn't know who else was. We used to always see is Alabama, Nebraska. Like Nebraska, I used to always see them in the news, but I never got to see them play a live game. So that's why when it talks to Bama football, I've literally been watching Bama football through like the worst, through the best and the worst. So,
right. Oh yeah, I've seen all of that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you a little quick story. You're a Laker fan, so am I.
That's crazy, bro.
I've been a Lakers fan. My favorite player of all time is Magic Johnson.
And see, I'm a Kobe. I'm diehard Kobe.
Well, I mean, I'm older than you, so it's like, you know what I mean?
You got your era. You got your Kobe of your era. I got the Kobe of my era. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Also, crazy thing is, so Muggsy Bogues used to be my uncle's next door neighbor. And back in 1982, I went to, it was 81 or 82, I went to a 5-star basketball camp at North Carolina. My uncle paid for that. And it was really cool, man. I got to see all those guys, you know what I mean? Sam Perkins, Michael Jordan.
Sam Perkins, bro.
I love basketball. I could talk to you about basketball from here to the end of my life, bro.
Hey, so time out. And I'm going to hand it right back to you. Time out. If y'all didn't know, if you don't follow me on Twitter, Bleacher Report picked your boy up to cover the Lakers post-game reactions. So, grateful to God, grateful to the support, grateful to everybody. Everybody that's in here right now, y'all play a part in me getting all these opportunities because every time y'all come through, Coach Smook this or hashtag Coach Smook anything, like that's why I tell my family. My family didn't believe in this part of my life as far as goals and stuff I want to reach. They thought it was gonna take money and all these different promotions. No, literally coming in and saying, "Hey, what's up?" Hashtag Coach Smook. Hashtag whatever we doing for tonight. That's what helps content creators. People gotta understand, man. This new age of earning money, and the team that we're building, man. Oh my God, just wait, man. Y'all think Coach Smook on something? Oh my God, wait till I get Coach Sean set up. Oh my God, I'm ready for Coach Sean. I told Coach Sean I'm gonna have to get a deal. We gonna have to cut a deal because Coach Sean is great, bro. Coach Sean, I want Coach Sean on the radio. Tell me Coach Sean don't belong on the radio, chat. Everybody that's in my chat, I'm pretty sure you know Coach Sean. Everybody that's in here, we know Coach Sean. Coach Sean needs to have a voice radio podcast. He don't have to be on camera. Put that man on the radio. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, chat. Y'all know, y'all watching. Y'all watch the Coach Show. Coach Sean is like, his voice is a radio voice, man. He is that dude, and the way he comes, the way he addresses the football side, the analytical side, and then the way he addresses the petty side, I learned from him. I'm telling you, I'm learning. See, Kyle extra nice. That's why he brought us on. I ain't gonna say hired us. That's why he brought us on. We get to be ratchet for him. Kyle gotta be. Y'all ever watch those little skits with Key and Peele when they was like, they act like Obama and his little guy, his thoughts guy? Yeah. That's the Coach's Show. The Coach's Show, we're the thoughts of Kyle Henderson. That's what it is. We the true thoughts. We get to give you the real authentic. For real, Darkwing Duck, you can see that, right? I cried in 2008 as a Lakers fan. Haunts me to this day. Man, boy, don't talk about it. And then, bro, when Kobe, let me turn this off for a second. When Kobe passed, bro, I was a wreck. I never,
Hey, listen.
I never got to shake that man's hand, but the closest I got to him, I had to do color guard the year after the Dallas Mavericks won the NBA championship. They beat the Lakers in the
Right.
they beat the Lakers to go to the finals, and then they beat the Heat.
Right. When they beat the Heat.
Yeah. That year I got stationed at Fort Hood, Texas, 2011. We get down there. I get selected for color guard detail, and once I get to the detail, I find out it's for the Mavericks and the Lakers game. I'm like, boom, perfect. We gonna get Kobe interview, we gonna get Kobe autographs and stuff. We get there, Kobe don't even play that game. But to see him, bro, like it was like surreal. Like I'm not one to get. I'm not no fanboy for nobody. I done met T.O. in person. I done met a lot of NFL players. Ozzie Newsome is my uncle.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I love Ozzie Newsome.
Yes. One of the greatest tight ends to come through Alabama.
Tight ends, general manager type of guy, front office. He's awesome.
Bro.
Everything he does is A1.
Lamar Jackson will tell you, because of Ozzie Newsome's Southern ties and the way he handled business as a man, I think, you know what? If I could go and talk to my great uncle, and like I ain't gonna sit here in front like we had no relationship. I never met him in person. He's did the little video chats to the family reunions and stuff. I've never met him in person. But I feel like if I ever got a chance, if I was to sneak in on like having having that name, having a little leeway with somebody, and he was to pull me in off of some strength of that's his family, I would capitalize on the opportunity. Cause me and Ozzie got the same. My dad and Ozzie Newsome. My dad talked to Ozzie Newsome once in his lifetime, and that was before he went to the NFL. He said Ozzie told him, he said, "Don't let Montgomery be the death of you. Don't let Alabama be the death of you."
Wow.
For real. He said don't let Alabama be the. How does a boy from Alabama become the general manager of the Baltimore Ravens and help the city of Baltimore for like a 4-year span? They had the most thriving, with his initiatives he was pushing. He almost was a politician. People don't know that.
Yeah, he's a great football mind. Great player, great knowledge. He knows how to pick a player too, man. He definitely knows how to scout and pick good players.
Yeah, he's so involved with the organization, bro, on that level. I think that's what separates. And it's kind of hard to believe that the Ravens haven't won more championships than they have, But being in that type of organization, and all organizations have their flaws, man. But the Ravens is well respected traditionally. I mean, historically, and even like currently, they just that organization is respected, So. But yeah, man,
they might get one this year.
Ozzie worked with Saban before, right? I don't think it was indirectly. I don't think Ozzie Newsome was ever like. Now, if there was somebody that could come and revive the booster side of Alabama Nation, it would be Ozzie Newsome. I think he could lead an initiative because Clinton Dix got the player personnel side. I think he has that on lock. He has the right mindset to keep talking to the right guys and keeping them, at Bama, and then teaching them how to handle their money, handle the publicity stuff the right way. I wish he could have talked to Kool-Aid a little bit more. Y'all, you know what? Let's talk about it. I love Kool-Aid McKinstry. I love him. But if we had to go off of this year's film, do you think he's a first round pick?
I think he's. You can go ahead, go.
Well, I was going to say I think he's going to be a first round pick just off of they can see the skill is all there.
Right.
I think that this year Terrion was better, and I think Terrion will get drafted higher than Kool-Aid.
Okay.
I like what you said. I think that yeah.
Yeah,
That's basically
Gil
what I
took
was
my
thinking.
shit like right out my mouth. I freaking pause.
Yeah.
Pause chat. Don't come at me right now. Kick chat. I know how y'all do kick. Don't be freaking over there being ghetto. Look, I said pause. But I was literally thinking the same thing. I think because of what Kool-Aid was able to do in the 3 years that he was able to be on the field, the extra year that he has over Arnold definitely helps Kool-Aid. But man, to me, Arnold, bro,
He looked good all year.
all
He
year.
played better this year.
Even last year, man, he made steady improvement last year. All the flaws, every it's like every series he got better. One thing I liked about Arnold that we didn't get from Kyrie Jackson, it was like when Kyrie Jackson got beat and Josh Jobe got beat, they just got worse the rest of the game. Arnold was the dude that got beat one time, gave up a touchdown, but then the last 3 drives of the game didn't give up nothing.
Yeah.
And this a kid, he's only been playing corner for 2 years now. Full-time corner
Right,
for
'cause
2
he was a
years.
safety.
Yeah,
Safety.
he came in. Yeah.
Yep, he was a safety.
Somebody said
Kyrie
they see
Jackson
early
was a
second round.
disappointment.
Early second round for Arnold, Darkwing Duck. Early second round. I mean, I could see that, but I think Arnold has the better career out of the two. That's just me. I don't think Arnold's mad if he goes early second round. I don't think so. I think a lot of these players, like even Jace McClellan, I don't know what his decision was. I don't know if anybody was able to update me. I haven't checked my Twitter in a minute. Shout out to Mia, Miss Mia. We got a pretty cool relationship. She's a very involved mother. I really like to take up for her when people come for her on Twitter, because I've been privy to watching that family since 2000. And when did that documentary come out? Jace was a sophomore at Toledo then. 2017, I believe. And I got connected. I followed her to him, you know. And I've been a fan of Jace McClellan forever, chat. Like Jace, we really did. Jace is another Trey Sanders. Dang. And I hate to say that because we got cheated out of so much. We got because of injuries. Jace is that dude, man. Oh man. That's why I'm trying to figure out how Bill O'Brien didn't use Jason and Jahmyr Gibbs in dual back sets. So like, bruh, ain't no freaking way. Jahmyr Gibbs, his hands out of the backfield, Jace's decisive running. How do you not use that, man? I could make millions as a coordinator in college football. I guarantee you. Give me an offensive line a coach that can handle that scheming up. What I bring to the table, he could feel if he can give me something that he feel like can fit what I'm trying to do on the perimeter outside of that offensive line protection and all that, I'm good. That's where my weakness is. I don't know how to scheme up the blocking schemes to the T. I could do the basic run zone schemes. I could give pass pro concepts, but like the extended run game to give the misdirection looks, I suck, bro. I don't know how to do it. Thank God for these all these softwares that have these already coached up systems and stuff. Coach Gill that Coach Gill helped put in there. 'Cause I'd be lost without. For real, man. And see, I'm not gonna be the. Don't put me on the defensive side and tell me to scheme up no coverage. You can put me on the defensive side as a DB coach and tell me to coach my guys up into a scheme that you already have developed. Don't tell me to scheme up no coverage. I'm not that type of guy. But you give me a passing. Let me scheme up your passing game, your run game. Let me scheme up your offensive play calling script. Let me scheme up your concepts based off of personnel. I can do that.
Right.
Arnold over Kool-Aid, in my opinion, he played with more heart. It ain't even about playing with more heart. Arnold just more technique wise, he's more sound. It's like he's more coached up now. And Kool-Aid makes some strides. But performance wise, execution wise,
Arnold all day.
Arnold all day,
He's
man.
more versatile.
Way more
I
versatile.
like Arnold. I like Arnold's off coverage way better than I like Kool-Aid. I think Kool-Aid, that type of corner that he's definitely more comfortable than press man.
Yeah.
And you kind of catch him sleeping sometimes when he off. But Terrion,
No
he can
matter.
mix it up a little bit.
No
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
He can show you press, go off. He can go off and disrupt phase 2 of your route. If it's a phase 1 route, he jumps on the phase quicker than Kool-Aid. So people not gonna want to admit this in the chat, but Darrell Revis, that's who Kool-Aid reminds me of. If y'all go back and y'all watch Darrell Revis, anything press, nobody's messing with Revis. No receiver. Nobody. Off man, match zone, Revis struggled. That's when you could catch Revis sleeping. Kool-Aid give me them same vibes. But the only thing with Kool-Aid is he's not as physical as Revis was, nor does he have the recovery speed Revis had. So at the second level, if Kool-Aid doesn't become more technically sound, he gonna struggle.
Right. Oh yeah, they'll go after him.
I can see it. I can see it.
That's what happened with DeAndre Baker from Georgia.
You want to know my favorite corner ever at Bama? Levi Wallace.
Go ahead and say it, cause explain why, and then Coach G, I want yours, and then I'm gonna give y'all mine.
It's not really because of the talent of what he put on the field per se, but just I came to Bama. I know he was like 150 pounds soaking wet. He was at the bottom of the barrel when it came to where
actually, Levi was bigger for his frame than most DBs. Yeah, I think Levi came in like when he came and walked on that Bama, he was like a specimen, physicality wise. That's what got their attention to get him on the roster. He looked like a football player.
He was a walk on, wasn't he? He was a walk on.
Yeah, Levi was a walk on.
Yeah, that's really the main reason why I liked him, because they always used to bring up the fact he was a walk on and he came in and whatever. I know they used to say he was undersized. I didn't. I was probably a little younger to follow recruit. I was still playing high school football at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Levi came in and got on that Tony Brown vibe. That's what happened with Levi. He came in and he was able to get in. Tony Brown, y'all know Tony Brown was that weight room specimen. Tony Brown was the kid that you want to get off the bus third or fourth because he not tall and wide, but he that little cat that you like, man, that's the little crackhead. That little crackhead, you know what I'm saying? That be in the neighborhood. He could play basketball, soccer, football, baseball, tennis. That's what Tony Brown looked like. Like he looked like the kid that did jiu-jitsu training in the summer because his parents was trying to get him to keep his ADHD down. And he was that kid running up the walls doing backflips off. That's who Tony Brown was. I'm telling y'all, bro. Tony Brown was different, bro. He was different. That's why Saban kept talking to that boy. Tony Brown should have been kicked off the team multiple times. But
you stole one of my names. You stole one of my names.
What was that?
So, as far as my favorite DBs, I think, there's so many of them, man. I'm going to say probably my favorite was Minka. But I'm going to say my favorite was Minka. But there's so many. It's hard, Marlon Humphrey. I loved all those guys. Eddie Jackson. Landon Collins was a thumper. But the guy that made me laugh the most, was Tony Brown.
Yeah.
I love Tony Brown because Tony Brown would come out there without his shirt on. He's all brick, man.
Yeah, bro.
All over. And then he would come down on the punt team, and he trying to take people's head off. I remember when he hit, I believe it was Christian Kirk.
Yep.
He hit him so hard, he made him do a backflip.
Yep. Yeah.
And look, one time he comes down on the punt. And he running, and Tony was crazy. You're right. He has some serious ADHD.
Yeah.
And he comes down, and the punter called for a fair catch. And Tony's the first guy to get to him. And the mic picked it up. And I don't want to say the word.
Hey, say it. I got the beep. I got the beep for you.
Hey, he said, Why you didn't run the ball, you bitch ass nigga? And I didn't want to say the N-word, but listen,
You good?
you can clearly hear it on
He
TV.
said it clear. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yo, he was the one guy that made me laugh because I think Tony was probably really an inside linebacker.
Yes, bro. He just wasn't big enough. He didn't big. He wasn't. He couldn't get up to 240. He couldn't get up to 240, and he wasn't 6'2". That's what it was.
He reminded me of like a DB Reuben Foster.
Reuben Foster, nigga. Hey, I literally said that. So let me tell you. So Tony Brown, the year I went to my first, dang, what year was this? I'm gonna look at my phone real quick. I want to say this, babe. What year me and Kelvin went to that game? Mississippi State game. No, it was actually, I think it was, Mississippi State game. Blake Sims had a tent set up. He was doing autographs and stuff. Tony Brown was there, man. And I got to talk to Tony Brown. And this is like, I think the Cowboys was still like holding him around on the roster for like practice squad type jump. And Tony Brown was like, and they call him TB. I was like, bro, what do you do, bro? He's like, man, look. He's like, I ain't never been good at football. He's like, I just talk good. He said, he said sometimes, bro. He said, I used to be, Coach Saban used to tell me, go in the game and talk to number 30 something, you know? And Tony Brown used to go in the game and literally, you would see him. And Coach Saban, if you ever notice, Tony Brown, he got 6 personal fouls throughout his career at Alabama. It was only one where Coach Saban really chewed him out. Any other ones where he got into some scuffles and stuff, y'all remember he was always in the scuffles.
Oh, yeah.
That was his job.
That's why I loved him. He's crazy, man.
My favorite DB, though, and this is because I know him personally and because I've got to see him play, Javier Arenas, and I'm going to say 1A is Javier and 1B is Daquan Menzie. Daquan Menzie. Let me tell y'all about Daquan Menzie. And I think Daquan, the hamstring tear, his that first year he got to actually get on the field at Bama, that hamstring tear screwed my boy. Physical specimen from 6th grade. If you look at Daquan Menzie right now, I think Daquan like 6'1", probably like 215, 220 right now. Right? Played the star position. If you look at him right now, the size he is now, Daquan was that size in 7th grade, brother.
Wow.
But he wasn't playing DB. He was playing running back. So my freshman year, and I tell this story all the time. Y'all laugh at it, but it's a true story. My freshman year, Shaw High School, where Daquan played at, he's on the freshman team as a running back. I'm at Russell County. This is my first year as playing organized football. My whole life, my freshman year. I'm playing cornerback, free safety. This particular play, coach puts me out there because Jamon Fortson, who was the dog of our team, was tired. I go out there free safety. He's like, hey, we going to cover 2. So I'm at free, strong safety. We got deep halves. They run a 28 tall sweep to my side. I'm like, man, 28 talls, that's cool. Linebackers going to clean that up. D-line, everybody going to clean that up. We already down by 14. Man, Daquan stiffs arm my brother Boomer. Boomer is 6'2". 238. Daquan stiff arms this man with the meanest of the stiff arms and just runs through everybody else. At this point in time in life, my 9th grade year, I'm probably like 5'6", 125, 130 pounds. And Daquan is,
damn, I gotta try to tackle this guy now.
And Daquan is like at least 6 foot, bro, at this point. 5'11", 6 foot. Probably like 195. We freshmen. You know, he ain't 200 yet. He like 185, 190. And he's coming down the sideline. And we've already talked before the game. Him, and like 3 other his teammates, we all went to middle school together. We Army brats. So we already talked before the game. I'm playing all this through my head. Mind you, this is real life motion. Like, so I'm at safety. I'm probably like 12 yards off the play. He breaks Boomer's tackle 2 yards over the line of scrimmage. So this 10-yard stretch, I'm closing like I'm about to tackle. Man, in that little 2-second decision-making moment, I said, bump this. and I could hear my boys talking. I don't care. I dove straight at the ground, and he helped me on down, bro. My boy gave me the lightest of taps on the back of my helmet to help me down, and bro, I was appreciative. And Daquan Mizzy, if you ever pull up on this, look, I'm gonna clip this part of the stream and I'm gonna post it. Daquan Mizzy, he laughed at me when we did this on the other show, talking about something, bro. I knew you wasn't gonna hit me. They knew. When we used to play in the neighborhood, I ain't never tackled nobody, bro. I was a wide receiver. I was made to be a wide receiver quarterback. Somebody on the offense side, I wasn't made to hit nobody. I wasn't him trying to make me tackle this man. He just stiff armed the biggest, you know what I'm saying? The biggest mother on our team, man. He gonna goddamn want me to. Nah, bro. No. Nah, coach. Coach, I'm gonna make a business decision here because I'm really a basketball player. That's what it is, coach. You got me out here. You said if I play football, I could play varsity basketball. That's why I'm out here. I ain't out here to make plays for you. That's what you told me. That's what he told me, and I kept true to it. Coach Smook, you should do Bama play breakdown vids with the whiteboard or interactive play sketches. You'd get so many views. Hey, I'm down for that. For real. Like, real talk. This was just a test, man. We 2 hours in. This was for real. Like, I was like, man, I got a good group of people in this Discord chat. They talk good stuff. A lot of them not in here. They got other plans. This wasn't planned, but we're going to do this probably, I'm thinking maybe every Saturday. And I would definitely love to feature Coach G, you know, and my boy E up in this mug. For real. I mean, get Coach Sean, Coach Jens.
I'm always support you, man. I'm with you all day, every day.
I appreciate it for real. For real, y'all.
I'm tired till I die, man. So I'm always down for Bama football.
Bro, I'm telling y'all. And see, like, this gives us a different dynamic in how we can handle the off season because, you know, Kyle gonna bring you the up to date every day. Whatever's going on, he's going to create narratives. He's going to give us good talking points, things to think about, especially with, I think and this is what we're going to close with. We're going to take about 30 minutes, the last 30 minutes to talk about this, man. I think we have a legit quarterback competition going into this offseason.
I agree.
I think we had one this season. But neither one of them was I think we had one this season, but we for sure have one going into this next season. I think for sure, especially with just more development all around, that offensive coordinator being there.
Yep.
Knowing what talent he actually has. I think that's one of the things he kind of had to step into. You know, being at Notre Dame, maybe you had to be a little bit more gimmicky and you had to kind of see what things could kind of get defenses off balance.
Right.
He come to Bama, he kind of spamming the play call at times because it works.
Yep.
But you ain't really getting into the true roots. But I still want to see our O-line getting that 3-point stand.
Man, let me clip that. Man, I had to clip that. I'm not gonna lie. I clipped that for you. That's gonna be on my channel as a clip because you literally highlighted something that I wanted people to understand. Tommy Rees is 32 years old this year. Your boy Coach Smook is 34 this year. Think about that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Think about that, chat. Think about that. You have a 32-year-old, and y'all hear how I talk football. He actually played the position at that level. And y'all, I don't know if everybody agrees with what I say, but I've talked to the likes of Matt Caddell, Bo Scarborough, guys that have played at Alabama. I've shared my thoughts on scheme. George Teague, who's a well-known, GOAT when it comes to football. Not just Bama football, but football. Cowboy, NFL player. I've talked with Chris Owens, offensive lineman, former Alabama offensive lineman. I've talked with current players at Alabama. And when I've shared what I know as far as my understanding of college football and how things could work out for what Alabama presents at those stages when we talked about it, I've never gotten a negative review. You know, even Marvin Constant, we had a difference of opinion, but he was like, yeah, I can see that, but think about it, Coach Smook. And he explained his, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. So when I say this, y'all, don't hang me for it. I made a statement last year coming into the season. I said if Jalen Milroe struggles against Middle Tennessee State, meaning we go into halftime 7-7 Alabama, Middle Tennessee State, and Ty Simpson gets the opportunity, and he goes out and he doesn't struggle,
He presents a different look. Ty Simpson can be the starting quarterback, and we can see his potential growth. What didn't happen when I made that hot take, what didn't happen is Jalen Miro didn't just fumble the bad snap by Seth McLaughlin. He picked it up and he ran for a touchdown on that horrible snap. So at that point in time, I saw, okay, Jalen Miro does present a will to win. Kind of like what Tebow did for Florida his first year starting and all the sensation he created for himself. But I still said Ty Simpson had the edge as far as getting things done in the passing game. You go watch the USF game. You go watch the pass he made against Kentucky when he got in for garbage time. The game against Chattanooga. All these passes that Ty Simpson is making, man, is NFL caliber throws that Jalen Miro struggles with. So I still stand by my take. If Jalen Miro comes into this spring and struggles with what we need in the passing game, I can honestly see Ty Simpson starting for 1 year and making the decision to go into the league, and Jalen Miro having to take a Jalen Hurts type trip this year, having to sit behind Simpson, transfer next year, because Saying only need 1 year to sit down. And that's so he can get his weight up and get used to being in college. But Miro, you got to create your separation here in the spring ball if you want a chance to start in front of Ty Simpson. Because Ty Simpson, from what I've seen, from USF game to the times he had to take snaps, he is not scared, man. He is no longer deer in the headlights Ty Simpson. This kid knows what he wants to do in his offense, and I think Tommy Reese believes in him too.
I like the tape. I definitely saw Ty Simpson make throws look easy that Miro at times make look hard. I definitely saw that. You'd be a liar to say you didn't.
Dougie Fresh says this, unless Ty's technique, and this is why I want to interject it with your comment, because I think you about to go this direction. Unless Ty's technique is clearly surpassing Miro's, like on Bryce level, I don't see him starting experience beats technique in clutch moments.
Well, as long as Miro is developing, I don't see. As long as he develops and the team responds the right way, I see a competition. But I think he's the solidified starter. But if he's the same player this year compared to what he is this upcoming season, I can easily see Ty Simpson starting over him.
You know what?
Because it's just we gonna have too much offensive firepower for teams to have to. Teams need to be able to. We need to be able to dictate to teams what we want to do.
Yep.
And it was. I mean, you saw it in a lot of games this year where teams would just say, "Hey," I mean, let's be honest. Georgia puts 2 spies on the field. That's just not even. That's not even practical as a defensive plan if you don't.
Bro,
if you don't
that's middle school. That's middle school defensive schematics, bro. And Coach D, you agree with me because I coached my first real coaching job, and I ain't gonna say real because I think every level of coaching is a real job. When rec league is introductory, but it's still coaching. You have to teach kids. You introducing them to the game. You're giving them a phase of the game. But so my school that I coached at, it was a private school, and the caliber of talent we would see on the perimeter wasn't what you would see. I think we played against 2 D1 athletes the whole 12-game season. 2 D1 athletes, and that's at any level of the ball. But you had players out there that knew what they were doing. So you have to coach players up the right way. When you don't have that at the quarterback position, you're going to see things like you see with Jalen Hurts and Jalen Miro. But the difference between Hurts and Miro, Hurts came into this, and Coach Saban and Enos both admitted to this. They handicapped him. They simplified the offense to make it work because they knew he was the best option. They didn't force him to grow. So the year that Tua came and they were able to open it up, you know, they saw how it could benefit not only the quarterback position, but the wide receivers and the offensive line. We haven't had that
Absolutely.
since. You get what I'm saying? We haven't had that since Tua. Like even Mac Jones. I mean, I give Mac Jones his props, man. That timing, RPO offense. Mac Jones had a freaking. He had a niche to it. His release and all that wasn't as quick as Tua's, but he just found his niche for it. If we find if Milroe could find a inkling, if he can get 60-70% acquainted with delivering that ball on timing, he's a different quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
But
And
the
it's
thing
easy to
is,
see.
I agree.
the thing is,
It's
Ty
easy to
Simpson already has it. It's just
I
about
agree.
him.
Yeah.
It's just about him doing it and not trying to go for the big play. See Ty Simpson, and he did it against Chattanooga. It was a deep out pass, man. There's no way that ball should have got through.
Jalen Hill.
Yeah, and Jalen
Yeah.
Hill catches it on the sideline, and you're like, bro, that is an NFL pass. There's a dude sitting in the hook zone over there on the far side, on the opposite hash too. I think it was from far hash. I want to.
Yeah,
I gotta go pull it up.
was.
I think it was far hash. So you throwing
I think it
opposite.
was on the roll. I think it was on the roll, but it came from the far hash, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, even off platform. That's what I'm saying. Like Ty Simpson's art talent is different. So for me, Miro has to go in the spring, and he has to showcase the ability to make the right reads. It's not even like if Miro goes in the first scrimmage and the offense he leads, he goes 21 of 24 completion, and they only score one time, but there's no turnovers. And Simpson goes out there and goes, 16 of 24 with 3 interceptions and 4 touchdowns. I think Miro gets the job because it's not at that point you're seeing that it's efficiency that he's picking up on. So now he's picking up on the process. I think Ty Simpson will really have to come out and be flawless all spring. I mean, from first scrimmage on out, and really take the job. And he can. I think Ty Simpson is ready, man. I'm not writing Miro off. I've always been a Miro fan, but Simpson has a talent, bro. And I would hate to see it go somewhere else and come back to bite us.
I agree. Also, remember, Simpson's father coaches college football. So Simpson knows how to read defenses.
Facts.
He knows where to go to the ball. And his progression and his brain is working a lot faster than Milroe's. But he's been taught that his whole life. His father, being a coach, has always been teaching him this. So he's ready. And I said it earlier on one of the chats that I wouldn't be shocked if Simpson is quarterback number 1 next year, and a couple of people wanted to chop my head off in the chat.
That's crazy
saying
because
I'm giving up on Milroe and saying all this kind of crazy stuff. But I'm like, listen, if you know football, this kid's been coached by a college football head coach. He knows the defense. He can read them, and he's quick. And he got an arm. He's going to get it to those wide receivers. And we need to utilize those guys, or we'll lose more guys next year.
Hey, y'all, hold on 2 seconds. My baby girl want to show her long hair. She just got her hair done.
All right now.
Look, they giving you props, girl. Look, stand up so they can see it.
You gotta do right.
Turn around. I mean, that girl got long hair, y'all. Long hair, don't care.
All right.
Big
You
head.
got them braids,
Big head, that's what Daddy said. Who your favorite team, Mark? Tell everybody in chat who your favorite team.
My favorite team is Daddy.
Daddy. Who we root for?
Same as Daddy.
Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Roll Tide.
What we say?
Yeah, roll Tide.
Tide.
Roll
We started
Tide.
wrong over
Look, she said roll Tide.
Yeah.
Shout out to the big 20 in the chat, man. We got 20 live viewers in the chat, man. 24 likes. Y'all, one more like we get to my goal, man. I literally did not have a pre-snap stream goal. But y'all, but yeah, what you saying, Coach?
Well,
Oh, that was
I
E.
know,
One of
I
y'all
was
was talking.
I know. I just was gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna let the viewers know this is more like just a critique of the player, and not of anything else, really. Because
Right.
I honestly think Miro has the most potential of any quarterback on the roster.
Right.
If we being straight up honest about it, I mean, if he could increase that processing ability, get that ball out to the check downs, I mean, teams are gonna have to figure out. Well, they're gonna have that Lamar Jackson dilemma, kinda, or like that mobile quarterback that really has speed at the top end dilemma, to where how do we want to defend him this game? I mean, do we want to put a spy, stack the box, or like really have our DBs keyed in zone looking at the quarterback, or are we just gonna say screw it, play regular defense, and then every
Have our
critical third
have
down he goes picks up the free first down?
Yep, that's what people don't want to acknowledge, but that's what we did against Jaden Daniels. We said we're going to make him beat our man coverage, and we're going to hope our guys can turn around and recognize when he's moving. But you live with what you get from those type of guys, because he can pass and run equally. You know what I'm saying? He can affect you equally. So that's why you get a 100-yard rushing game and a 200-yard pass game and lose by double-digit scores, because you're going to take shots. You're going to take hits from that type of quarterback. I think Miro has to understand that's the type of quarterback he can be. If Miro just adapted the mentality, the decisiveness of Jaden Daniels, not even seeing the field, but just the decisiveness of committing to what you see and taking it, then he would be a different quarterback. Somebody made a comment earlier about how in the YouTube chat about how Miro, was trying to protect his body on one of those runs where he kind of slipped up. What up, Vontae? Say he kind of like he did this crazy slide instead of trying to run through the tackle for the first down. I saw that too. It's third and I think it was like 3rd and 6, and he gets away from the pressure and you scramble up out the pocket, but you slipping or look like you slipping, 2 yards from the first down. When you been running cats over all year, man, this is the last game. Like, this could be the last game.
Exactly. That play I watched when I was watching the game, that play right there, I got to be real, pissed me off.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was yelling at the TV saying, what are you doing? You haven't played like this all year. All year you've been
Don't get Hollywood on us now.
Right. You're 2 yards from the first down. We need the first down. Why are you sliding, and why are you playing scared? I felt like he was playing scared, this is what I felt. Alabama played not to lose.
Right, bro. What was the
playing to win?
And
instead of playing to win.
And this is what I was talking about too, Coach G, earlier. Even with Kevin Steele's play calling on the last few drives, like, why you got Dallas dropping back in coverage, man? Make our DBs make our DBs cover. Make our DBs. You got Des Ricks. Not Des Ricks. You got Trey Amos. You got Kool-Aid. You got Trey Arnold. You got Caleb Downs. You got Malachi Moore. Put them put your best 5 DBs in the scheme that you like to run. Put them out there. Get Jalen Key off the field. If you want to have a true safety out there, get mother freaking Jalen Key out here. What up, Motor? Hey, Marine 1169 over here on the kick side, man. That's one of my bros, man. Shouts out to you, bro, for pulling up. Man, we over here talking Bama football, college football. I'm doing my thing. Then I'm going to jump on Call of Duty. If you're going to be on late, let me know, bro. I'll jump in. We can run some games. I got my boy Vaughn trying to get on. But yeah, man, definitely let them boys play football, because in those moments, you don't want players to be thinking too much. I don't want my players thinking. I want my players playing football. In the biggest moments of their careers, I want them playing football, bro.
And definitely don't want Dallas out in coverage. We want Dallas rushing the quarterback.
Every time. Him and Braswell.
Right. We want to put pressure on the quarterback, not running back in coverage.
Man, let me tell you, if the running back gonna beat us, make the running back beat us. Make the running back beat us. But I'm not dialing down my pressure. What these guys literally came to college football to do. I'm not gonna dial that down so we can, man, for what? And so, but you know what? I think, and like a lot of people have been speculating, a lot of these players have been leading to when these moments break down. I don't think it's more so Kevin Steele. Coach Saban might be on that trend of like, man, let's be an absorbent type defense. I haven't seen that aggressive nature defense in the past 3 years, bro. I haven't.
Yeah, the past 3. You said it right. Past 3 years, I ain't seen a D tackle live in the backfield
Since Quentin Williams.
since.
And
Yeah.
Barmore did work, but it wasn't like he was let loose to do it. Like I remember when it was our defense when we had pass rushers, Jeremy Pruitt, Kirby Smart, even the other guy that came in, the Samoan guy, I forget his name, to something.
Good recruiter. The guy that's a good recruiter.
Not Pete Golden, the one before him.
No.
Not Kelly.
Tosh Lapoy.
Tosh Lapoy.
Tosh Lapoy.
Yep.
We criticized Tosh Lapoy for sending blitzes too much. You know what I'm saying? Like this but and I understand what Kevin still this year, bro, still did great things. I just think he shortchanged himself, and you know, to find out that Otis re-injured himself early in the game. Like, get healthy this offseason, Jaheim. Keenan, stay healthy. Latham, you need to get something going, bro. Cause that dude's too big. Jordan Renard, we need to hurry up and get that kid on the field. Jordan Renard is 6'3", 287 and runs a 4.68 40, y'all.
Hey, what's with that other kid, hometown kid that never plays, but in high school he was a beast. A lot of sacks.
Perry.
Line.
Perry.
Curtis Perry.
Curtis Perry.
What happened with him? I never see him. He gets no burn.
So Curtis Perry don't know playbook. Curtis Perry comes from a system and a region where he just dominates. You see his aggressiveness. Curtis Perry is going to be our new Raekwon Davis. Not as big as far as the height, but the type of violent nature he plays with. You remember Raekwon Davis? We had to pick and choose where we put him in because he gonna tear somebody's face mask off if he stay in the game too many snaps. Raekwon. Yeah, that's how you got to be with Curtis, and I think that's really what happened with Blackshire too, because Blackshire was a relentless blitzer. He wasn't a coverage linebacker at all. Like where he came from in Duncanville. They don't put they inside linebackers in coverage situations. They let them guys go get the quarterback. They don't care who they play.
Yeah, I seen Blackshot play in high school.
I know they do that a lot down here. People down here don't like linebackers in coverage for some reason, and you could just tell.
But you see why Jihad Campbell has found so much success, because he came from a system where they made him play a complete linebacker, inside linebacker position. Lawson was the same. That's why Reuben Foster didn't come in as a day one starter. He didn't come out of a system like at Auburn High School. Reuben just blitzed, man. He blew Oren Smith up so many times. When I played my senior year at Central, he was I think he was a freshman or sophomore. As a matter of fact, I think Reuben came to Alabama in 2012, right? 2011. Reuben Foster came.
I want to say 11. I think no 11. I want to say 11.
Yeah, I think he graduated 2010, so that will put him as far as getting stats is 2011. I know my senior year, I graduated 2008, so my senior season was 07-08. He was on Auburn's varsity team playing like majority linebacker, running back snaps. And I think he was in the 8th grade then. So, I mean, just the type of specimens that Alabama is able to find, bro, is never been an issue. That's why I tell people, like, y'all got to chill with this narrative of the dynasty being there. Shout out to the Big 20. Bro, we got 20. Hey, yo, Gil.
You know they just hating on Alabama. That's all that is.
Real talk. We got, time out. We got 22 live viewers over here on YouTube. Like, this is crazy, man. This is freaking crazy. Chat, what's good with y'all, man? 20 live viewers, man. Comment where you watching from, because we literally coming to the end of the show. We literally been live for an hour and a half longer than what we expected. But if y'all want to come through on the dark side, we'll be on the dark side on Kick, playing some Warzone. But yeah, hey, next time we come on, Coach G, I might make y'all like staples as far as guests on this show.
not on the show, but as far as people that's in the chat, teach y'all how to be moderators and get the crazy talk up out of here. I don't do one thing about Coach Smook Network as a Bama fan. Bama fans get it harder in my Discord than anybody, because you come in with that fair weather energy or that negative crying all the time energy, I'm coming for your neck all day until you leave. But don't be coming in here stealing people's takes and not giving them credit. We not gonna do that. We got some great football objective minds, objectively, sports sound minds in our group that can hit you from all different angles, pro Bama, anti Bama, whatever. When you come on and you start making these comments in these chats and stuff, give people their credit, because I see it, and let people do what they do. Don't hate, show love, and everybody gonna eat, man. Especially if you mess with me, I rock with everybody. But hey, yo, Coach G, final thoughts. This is what I want to talk about, and we're gonna close this out. Final thoughts, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything, because the Holman Wiggins move was already predestined. I guess this is something that hasn't caught the Alabama staff by surprise by any means. Some of the candidates that I'm hearing is the wide receiver coach from Ohio State. They're saying former players. Kevin Norwood is being seriously considered. I politic for Mike McCoy, who has close connections with a lot of those current players on that roster. Kobe Prentice being one in particular. Mike McCoy, I think, could bring some definitely bring the mentality part to that staff, but also his experience and his expertise, man. Look at what Kobe Prentice is doing. That's a direct reflection of the Mike McCoy product. So we're gonna close it on that, man. Who do you and I know you say you don't really get into it that deep, but what type of wide receiver coach we looking for? Are we looking for somebody that's gonna come in trying to have personnel control, or are we looking for somebody that's a technique guy, footwork guy? What you looking for as far as a wide receiver coach?
In fact, you said Kevin Norwood. I'm a big proponent of in-house type of deal. So, like, wherever I see an opportunity for a former player to come in and have an ability to impact what's on the field in today's game,
Right.
I typically like to stick with that, just because it allows you to breed a better culture. It just shows, and like when you're going out to recruit these guys, because I mean that's also how you judge these coaches.
Mm-hmm.
These guys seeing coaches who played at the school they're getting recruited to by the player/coach. I think that plays a big part.
That's a different vibe, bro. That is definitely a different vibe.
This just goes back to, I like to see players who play also coach, and he knows the standard. There is no deviation from the standard with the player becoming a coach. He understands the standard. He's played to the standard, and I mean, so I like the Kevin Norwood. I didn't know he was in consideration for the job, but I always like to see a former player.
Kevin Norwood, I don't know if it's official that he's in consideration for a job, but I did see the Twitter post. I seen his response to, his name being thrown in it. A lot of people were joking around saying Marquise Mays, but I think this is a year where you can gamble and have a guy like Mike McCoy, Kevin Norwood, come in that's former players, and have them, if this is going to be their first stint as a college coach, position coach, bring them in and bring some grad assistants in that also played, like Marquise Mays. Bring them in as an on-field analyst to work as a secondary. Somebody that these guys know what they're talking about when it comes to football. They're not just social media presence. They know football. They know what becoming. They may not have been able to, like Marquise Mays. I think he was probably the most underrated slot receiver we ever had at Bama. Him and Christian Jones give to me, they might not be 4.2 speed like Waddle, but they presented Waddle like
opposition
Yeah.
in the offenses that we had. And when a lot of plays that they were forced to make were big boy plays, and they made big boy plays their whole career in Bama. They made big boy plays in this old school traditional style passing offense. Christian Jones probably benefited the most playing, under Kiffin. That first year, Kiffin kind of forced that change in that offense. And then like a guy like Ardarius Stewart too. Ardarius Stewart, he benefited from being in a more up-to-date system passing wise. So you bring guys like that know what they talk about. Mike McCoy and Mike, if y'all know Mike McCoy, y'all know me and Mike McCoy, we go back and forth. We good family. We talk our stuff on lives. We done pregame shows together, postgame. If we can get a guy like Mike McCoy to go and be at the campus and be a wide receiver coach, Kobe Prentice is a direct product of what Mike McCoy does in his gym, in his facilities. Man, if y'all could tag Mike McCoy, if y'all could share this on Twitter and get Mike McCoy, just let him know. Coach Smook is definitely advocating for Mike McCoy to be in the consideration for wide receiver coach. Kobe Prentice, if Kobe Prentice is the type of product that Mike McCoy is developing and help develop, man, imagine 4 Kobe Prentices on the field at one time. A 6'4" Kobe Prentice, a 6-foot Kobe Prentice, a 5'8" Kobe Prentice. Imagine 4 of those on the field at one time. Come on, man. I mean, we see Kobe Prentice cook every week. Anytime he cooks, man. Let me tell you.
We just gotta get the ball in his hand.
You know what's, and this, and I hate to go back to this. We supposed to be trying to close out, but you know what bothers me? Like Kobe Prentice and Jermaine Burton will literally have dudes stumbling.
I don't want to hear it.
And Jalen Miro does not see wide open players. And I love, like I said, Miro, you are my success story. Miro is the reason why I get a lot of attention. I called a lot of what Miro was going to go through this year. I knew his progression, the way he was going to progress, I knew it was going to be that way. I just saw it. His last game definitely was not what I saw. I didn't think he would regress like that, but it's all different things playing to that. But Kobe Prentice, I'm a wide receiver. I'm a wide receiver. I've had the likes of what's the guy name, man? Luther Burton played at Alabama State, Cincinnati Bengals. I've trained with this cat day in, day out as a freshman at Faulkner University. Footwork drills. Mind you, my first year of playing organized football was 9th grade. And I was able to go and secure a freaking D3 scholarship at the time. With, no technique training, no specialized training. I was a basketball player, y'all. Played collegiate football. And found success, second level, semi-pro level. Even had invites to go European, the NFL, Europe. Had an invite to go to the regional trials in Atlanta, Washington, D.C. Like all these things, I could have did it, man. So when I tell you Kobe Prentice, that Mike McCoy training is legit. If we have 4, even Isaiah Bonds with what he does, if Isaiah Bonds can go see Mike McCoy this offseason, if that full wide receiver group, if those top 8 wide receivers can go see Mike McCoy this offseason, we will see a difference. And that's why I say I advocate for my boy to be the wide receiver coach. Kevin Norwood was a dude. I can't even say I followed what he's done post playing the game. But Kevin Norwood was definitely that wide receiver. Relentless, go up and get the ball. There was no, you throw it up Kevin, you expect him to come down with it. I think Kevin Norwood like 6'2", 6'1".
Yeah, he was like 6'2". I'm pretty sure he was 6'2".
But he had like a 39-inch vert, 41-inch vert.
Yeah, it looked crazy on that. It looked crazy on TV.
Yeah,
he looked way bigger than 6'2".
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And not even like size-wise, but length. Like when he would jump.
Jumping for that, pointing for that ball.
Calvin Johnson type feels, right?
Yeah, the DBs would be almost by his waist.
Every time. The LSU catch on the sideline was the one for me. When he went up and he takes it from the DB,
I think that was Honey Badger that he goes up and takes it from. Or
Crazy.
was it Honey Badger or Peterson?
I'm pretty sure it was Honey Badger.
I mean, just hey,
But it was
strong
LSU.
hands.
You know they had some
Strong hands. I mean, I think Kevin Norwood was the one that they was highlighting that on all his targets he only had one drop, and the drop was in triple coverage. His whole career at Alabama. One drop in triple coverage.
I remember hearing something like that. I can't remember. It's been a minute, but I definitely remember that. That sounds familiar.
But the thing is, he played in an era where Alabama only passed 30% of the freaking game. They was handing the ball off to Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, Eddie Lacy. Who else came after it? T.J. Yeldon, Kenyon Drake, all them boys, man. They started. They really haven't gotten. Najee Harris was the last running back, like load carrying running back we had. That was 2020. So for the past 3 years, we haven't had a. And we've had backs that I believe Jason McClellan, Roydale Williams, Brian Robinson, all those guys were load carrying type backs that were capable of doing it. We just had coordinators that didn't trust it.
Yeah. And then stick with it.
Tommy Reese.
Like they didn't let that physicality grow on that game.
Tommy Reese definitely evaded it. There was no way you got Justice Haynes in there breaking off 7.3 yards average a carry and you don't freaking stick with that. Tyler Booker struggling in pass pro. Oh, there go Gil. He came back. Let me get him back in here. Gil, you back, Brody? I think he back.
Might be muted.
I just want to make sure he ain't had nothing else to say because I'm about to turn it in for the night. It's 11:30. Boy, bruh, no cap, man. Let me tell you. And I'm going to keep people think I'm playing. Bro, we had 31 likes. We're at 31 freaking likes on YouTube. I don't even have VODs with 30 plus likes, man. So the fact that y'all coming through rocking with your boy on this chat, man, on YouTube side, even on Kick side, man, I really appreciate it, man. Kick done had some viewers come through. I mean, dang, bro. Shout out to the big 3 on the Kick side. Shout out to the big 20, 22 on YouTube. Y'all, I'm trying not to be emotional, but I appreciate it, man.
Back.
For real.
You're back.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gil back. Hey, so I don't know what happened, but we doing closing statements. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you go first, Gil. Tell the people, you know what I'm saying, how you feel about Bama, what you feeling, and then whatever you want to do, man. Yeah, you got a minute. Go ahead.
All right. Well, closing statements, man. I really enjoyed tonight. I appreciate you, man, and allowing me to get on here, chop it up with you guys. Closing statements is, listen, we got work to do. Hopefully all our boys, get in there in the spring, get that work in, start working on it right now. Don't even wait for the spring. We're going to be all right. We got plenty of talent on the team. Everybody keep your head up and just keep behind the boys, man. That's all. Just keep behind them. Keep behind Milroe. If he doesn't do what he got to do, we got somebody waiting, second string will come up to the first string. We'll be all right, man. We're going to be all right next year. We're going to take this thing next year. You know what I mean? We got a good running back room. We got good players. We got to come up with a center. I think probably Elijah Pritchard takes over at right tackle. I wouldn't be shocked if Olas takes over at center. That's just like my dark horse guy throwing it out there. That don't be surprised if he's the center. I think Brockemeyer is a little small. So, I'm not sure if he's big enough. But we'll be all right. Defense is going to be all right. We got a great defensive backfield. A lot of talent. A lot of talent coming in. A lot of talent coming back. Damani Jackson is probably going to, I think he'll take one of those corner spots. We're going to be all right.
Yeah, I like it. I definitely like it. I know he probably going somewhere, so I get to chat my thoughts. Shouts out to the channel. Definitely like him up. But yeah, I think we'll be just fine, to be honest, man. I think we just gotta come back to work. make them pass talk, kind of get that football acumen up, and just put in the work. I mean, honestly, we had a young team offensively this year throughout the board. I mean, you pick a room, we have freshman and sophomore guys playing on the field, and I think with all that experience coming back, and with what was just on the table, I think we see a hungry Bama next year that's experienced. And I think that's scary for a lot of teams, especially with the schedule we got coming up. We're gonna have some easy. It's gonna be 12-team playoffs, so it's gonna be some nice games to look at. Most notably that Georgia and that Texas game next year.
Yeah.
And I think, but so we gonna be able to see early and often what we working with. But I think the next maturation of this team as it's presently constituted is offensively putting points on the board in a hurry so we can let our defense shine. I think this year we had a lot of one possession games where, you know, the defense gets stops or whatever the case may be, and we just don't pull away till late. But I think next year we start off in it early, let that pass rush get loose. Hopefully Kevin Steele kind of gets in his bag with these blitz packages. We start putting that can of whoop back on them, you know. That's what I expect to see. I mean, as an Alabama fan, I don't think you should expect any less. And we got the talent in the team to have that expectation, having a runner-up to the national championship. So, yeah, that's my final thoughts on it, man. You know, I'm roll tide till I die. I'm going to tell y'all that all the time. I'm going to die in that red, man. That's how we bleed in Alabama down here. So, it's roll tide with me, man.
Roll Tide,
Yes, sir.
man. Facts, man.
Roll
Hey.
Tide from East New York, Brooklyn, baby. I'm holding it down for the whole state.
Yes,
Me and Coach
sir.
Jay. I mean,
Yes.
we hey, listen, we got a few other guys. I just want to say something quick. There's
Go ahead, bro.
one particular guy from New York that he's always on the phone with Kyle. He bashed Jalen all year.
Talking about AJ?
He never stopped. Yeah, man. Listen,
Man, look.
that guy, listen, though he said something that I didn't like, I took it a little personal. It had nothing to do with the team. But I heard him because I always listen to the show even when I'm at work. I got my Bluetooth on. I listen to every show. He said, this is what he says. I'm from New York, and the people in New York, they don't know nothing about football. And he's totally wrong about that. He better look up in the history of New York football and all the great players that came out of that state. And he claims to have played high school and college football. And he says that we don't know anything about that. And I took that personal. I thought that was a real disrespect for the New York fans, and especially the New York fans of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Bro, let me tell you though. And this is some junk that I'm going to continue to do on my channel. AJ from New York is a joke, bro. Let me tell you, this kid literally on the phone, he says Miro can't make QB plays, right? But literally labels and talks out the last play Miro made to win the game for the Iron Bowl, and that was a QB play.
How
I remember that. I remember.
Like
you Hail Mary, not a QB.
He's not a QB. He can't make QB plays. It took a miracle on 4th and 3rd. He had to throw the ball to win the game. A quarterback,
right?
Auburn's quarterback is not making a 37-yard pass to win the game. He's not doing that. Putting. I mean, like so, and not once in the whole season did Auburn quarterback had one game where he had over 200 yards passing. I believe I think it was one game, and that was when they played the FCS school, and they still didn't blow that team out. So, like for him to say like some of the stuff the takes that he was saying. Now, what I will say is one thing that we've all been saying, anybody that watches football and that has been watching Jalen Miro and Alabama football, we know where his discrepancies are. You're not saying anything no different than what everybody else is saying. He doesn't check down quick. He doesn't get off his first read quick. Those are things that all struggling quarterbacks, athletic quarterbacks deal with. All of them. Jalen Hurts, same thing. That's why Steve Sarkisian not Steve Sarkisian, but Lane Kiffin went to a half-field read offense for Jalen. So many trip sets, so many freaking read option looks that Jalen played through because he could not read the full field. We didn't get that from Milroe, and I think Saban learned from trying to handicap your quarterback. Like, no, we're not going to cheat our wide receivers. So the fact that it's only Shaz Preston that entered the portal and Malik Benson right now, I think that's a good sign. I think people are buying into. Tommy Reese is a decent play caller to be only have been calling plays for 4 years. He's like I said, y'all. I'm 30. Coach Smook is 33. Coach Gillen ain't too much older. And E, how old are you, bro?
23. I'm a young buck.
He a young buck. Hey, Tommy Reese still is at the age where he comes home and Call of Duty is part of his daily routine. Picking up an actual video game controller might still be part of Tommy Reese's career. So he's not near the level mentally that he is going to be. Just think, if he was able to do that much growth with Miro this year, his first year dealing with this type of quarterback and this type of options available at offense, it took him 6 weeks to find out what this offense was going to be. You got a whole offseason to adjust to this now, because now you got game film speed. You got game film to work off. Man, this is going to be a dangerous team. If Miro can make the necessary improvements, if we can find the center play, I think guard play, Booker, Roberts is the clearest starters at your guard. Find out who our right tackle is going to be. I honestly think you move Proctor to right tackle. I think you move Proctor to the right side. We set. You can bring Olanine or the other kid at freaking left tackle and work their way up.
Miles
McVay. If you get McVay out there, McVay like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, he's big, 6'7", 360.
You get you a Proctor 6'7", who's 340 on that one right side, and you get McVay on the opposite side, bro. And let guys like Roberts and Booker, who are your shorter big guys, let them be dominant inside, close your space, open up your space, seal your edge. Seal your inside reads, and get you. Man, I'm curious to see who comes in and works that center position, bro. I've been hearing that Casey Poe might be up for that, coming in as a true freshman. I'm hearing that the Ionata kid plays some center. But it's looking like we're gonna have a young center. It'd be good to have some solid second year, third, fourth year guys around him at guard and tackle to alleviate
absolutely
the extra pressure of him having to decipher what the protections are. Cause it's gonna take
absolutely.
I don't see a book smart center right now in our recruiting classes. I don't see one.
Right. Well, they got to help on combination blocks of all the inside moves and things like that. Whoever's in there is going to need help. That's why I'm saying my dark horse would be, don't be surprised if Olas is practicing at center.
Olas
Alanine? Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a tough dude. And I wouldn't be shocked if he's practicing at center. I'm not saying he's guaranteed going to be the center.
Yeah.
But we got to get somebody, man. We got to get somebody getting ready to go.
So my question is, so, and this is just to kind of speculate going into what we might talk about next week. So we thinking maybe at left tackle, we thinking a Miles McVay. Left guard, we thinking Booker going to man that spot. Center, we thinking Olanine. Right guard, right. That's what I'm saying. I could see that. Olanine, and then right guard, Jaden Roberts, and right tackle, Caden Proctor. That is a solid front. That's big boys. And you talking about athleticism. Big athleticism. McVay is athletic. Olanine, he's raw. People.
Olanine is raw, but he's a tough dude, man. Go look at his film. He is one tough dude.
So what if you can slide what if you could slide a Booker to center and let Olanine be the big specimen at left guard? Cause I think Olanine is a guard. I don't think he's a tackle. Even though he's bigger, he got the long. I think he's a guard because of his size. You don't want him losing that size at his height.
No, he's not a tackle for sure. He's an interior guy.
Yeah, so, and I mean like Casey Poe.
I'm not sure if Booker could play center.
I don't know, man. I'm curious to see. I've never been a good evaluator of offensive linemen. I've been a guy that I can identify as Jaden Roberts. I could look at Jaden Roberts from day one and be like, man, if he ain't playing guard, If they would have tried to put Roberts at tackle, I'd be pissed. Because he's clearly a guard.
Right.
You want him initiating
Clearly a
first
guard.
level. Guard, center, you first level contact initiating. You use them for your first level scheme when you blocking first level. You using your guards and your center. Tackles usually you try to get them working chip off of your first level and working to the second level. That's where you want your more athletic big guys. So Roberts, he can play tackle, but his the way he plays so low to the ground with his leverage, you leave him at guard.
Correct.
I mean,
Hey, I gotta get out of here soon.
y'all take it easy, man. Hey, we gonna end this stream right here for real, man. Hey, y'all already told the people what y'all last thoughts is, man. We done gave our last thoughts. We got 99. We done had 99 total views. That means 99
So we
different.
should have 99 likes.
The thing is, we done had 99 people come through and at least pull the stream up. Your target when you talking about, getting viewership, you want to get at least, 30% of those people liking. We have 32 likes, so we reached all our goals.
Yes,
We got 22 current viewers right now. We done had 32 likes and we had 99 total views on the live stream. So I appreciate y'all showing love to your boy Coach Smook and man, Coach G.
Always, bro.
Appreciate y'all for pulling up, keeping the content live, man.
Shout out to the team.
Hopefully we can have like
Always,
8 or
bro.
9 people in this mud next week, bro. We do that, it's gonna be lit.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah,
I'm always be there, man. When you get on and I get that notification on my phone that you on, I'm always check in, bro.
I appreciate it for real, man.
I check in. I check in all off season, man. I'm on. And listen, every day I'm on there looking for content, looking to see what's the next video, Kyle's video. I check out Ty's channel. I look for you. I look for the coaches. I go on Jay's channel to see if he put anything new up. So I'm in there with you guys, bro. I'm gonna support you guys from here on out, man. For the rest of the time you guys are on.
For sure, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Y'all just don't understand, man. Like, I'm sitting here texting my boys. They like, man, you supposed to get on the game, bro. Y'all just don't understand. I like playing the game, but I love talking college football. And this forum right here,
Yeah.
we can do this, man.
I have to get your information on Call of Duty because my son is always on there.
Yeah, man. Hey, as a matter of fact, hit me on the Discord. I'm about to jump on that mug. I'm about to see who on right now. And I'm gonna probably play for like a good hour and a half or so. We done got 101 views. 2 more people that came through. Hey, y'all
Yes,
lit,
sir.
bro. Let's go, man.
Hey, man, keep supporting Coach Smook, man.
Oh man.
Keep supporting the brother, man. He's putting that work in, man. Keep supporting him.
Appreciate that, G. For real, man. Like for real, brother.
Yes, sir.
I just
Absolutely, bro.
I'm gonna get off of here,
Hey,
y'all. I'm gonna end this YouTube live. If y'all want to come through, I'm gonna put the kick live stream. I know a lot of y'all about to go to sleep. Don't even trip about coming through, man. But if you want to come through, create an account and just give your boy the follow numbers. That's your boy right there. kick.com//Coach Smook. Come through, get me that followers. Our content creation is about to take another leap, y'all. I mean,
Absolutely.
we're not gonna be traditional. It's gonna be authentic, and I'm gonna continue to bring people on. And believe me, if you on some viral stuff, I feel like I got a good Coach Gill clip. I break my people off, and when I eat, my people eat. So just know you're not doing this just for content. I take care of my people. So I love y'all, man. It's your boy Coach Smook.
Hey, love you too, brother.
For real, man. Hey, and always remember Coach Smook Network, Discord. We got the prayer room open. We got the locker room. We talking football. We talking about real life. We a family. We a community. We take care of each other. You want to show love? We'll show love back, man. Come through, talk to us.
Yes, sir.
We love y'all, man. Roll Tide, and I'm out of here.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. East New York, Brooklyn.
Roll Tide, baby.